Elysium, the fields await you under the afterlife. Everybody goes in blind to dwell in shadows, hunted in the night, taken to the gallows. If you find yourself alone, do not be troubled. You are in Elysium. Do you dare to fall? To fall. Dare to fall. Elysium, descend upon her palace of paradise. Elysium, the fields await you. Enter the afterlife. Descend upon her palace of paradise. The fields await you into the afterlife. Elysium, transcend beyond her promise of paradise. Elysium, exposed and hollow. This is your one true life.
Yeah! Welcome to another episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. Hey, let's get the comedy going right now with some one liners. And this is addiction. My wife left me because I was a compulsive gambler. I'll do anything to win her back. I joined a self help group for people who talk too much called On and On and On and On. Bill will probably get this one. I suffer from CDO. It's like OCD, but in alphabetical order. I got confused with Alcoholic Anonymous and the Automobile Association when I tried to join recently. Either way, I'm on the road to recovery. I think people who collect magazines have issues. I went to a water park, tried a couple of slides, and now I'm worried I'm getting addicted. It was a slippery slope. All right, let's get this nonsense going. Let's get going to the show and bring up our panelists for tonight. Uh, Chuck is not here tonight. He is with his lovely wife. They have uh, another engagement. Yeah, I believe it's Lori's birthday, so they're celebrating up at a cabin up at the Adirondacks or Finger Lakes area. Also, I want to congratulate Ken Dono on the birth of his new daughter, Nova, I think is her name. Either that or it's Avon. I don't know. But congratulations, Ken. And, they have these things called condoms. So I want to try those. Alrighty. So I'll put that there, and let's bring up our guest, shall we? All the way from um, the Seattle area. What Bellingham? No, it's not Bellingham. It's Everett, Washington. Let's welcome the ever bubbly Bill Thomas, Coast to Coast Drones. Welcome, welcome, Bill.
Hi, Art. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. And let's keep this cavalcade going. Let's going all the way across the pond to the west to a little island called Taiwan. Our little Scottish friend Stephen Sutton. Welcome, welcome.
Hey, Art. Hi, Bill.
Nice to
All right. Hey, but wait, there's more.
our little
We
Scottish
got
friend.
someone. Hey, we're multicultured here, all the way from Louisiana. Let's welcome Tater.
What's up, boys and girls and cockeyed squirrels?
Welcome, welcome, guys. Bill, we'll start with you. How's the weather up there in Washington? Is it still snowing up there?
Actually, the sun was out today, but I didn't get out to fly or anything. I've got mass Mavic 3 hysteria. I'm paranoid to fly it. So, but no, I've actually had to stay in today because my daughter, and my wife, and I were doing some chores and stuff inside. So, but yes, the sun is out. So, but tomorrow I do believe it's going to be sunning again too. So I'm going to try to fly then.
Awesome, awesome. All right, we'll go to Stephen. So, how's the weather out there in Taiwan?
Well, the weather is actually it's been a really nice morning. It's currently, what's the time now? It's 8:05 in the morning. I was up at 6 o'clock, caught the sunrise. It was actually rather lovely. It's been raining here for days. Not that I can go out in it because I've been stuck in quarantine. I'm on my 14th day of quarantine. My last day, I get out. I get out tomorrow morning. I can officially leave tonight. I can officially leave tonight at midnight, but I can't really leave because we don't have our next hotel until we get to the south of the island, which is tomorrow. So I leave tomorrow, so I can go get my first bit of fresh air tomorrow. For
Great.
Looking forward to it.
Awesome. And Tater,
Yes, sir.
how's it going down there in Louisiana?
It's cold as hell, man. That's about the easiest way to put it up. It is freezing. We have had some unusually cold weather. It's very sunny out, kind of like Bill was saying, but it was just a little too cold to get out there for too long. And the wind is just really taking them. And I don't blame you for not flying that Mavic 3 when you have a doubt. Always listen to your gut.
Well, I've been hearing that there's like a firmware update any day now. I mean, it's I've been hearing that it's in the wild, that it's being tested, and it's been approved, and so it's ready. It's it's just when.
Pass it out. Well, I bought a Pixel 6 Pro, and I've got all kinds of problems with it. So if you want to buy the Pixel, don't buy the Pixel 6 Pro right now because they got some problems with their connection issues. And if you use a DAC, it screws it up. So stick with the tried and true ones right now.
And don't confuse it with the Pickle 5.
My wife's got a Pickle 5.
Oh,
either that or she said I had a 5-inch pickle. I don't remember.
Ooh.
I was gonna think that's because that's what my wife always calls it, her 5-inch pickle. So I was like, we all can relate to that. I was like, that was just a given.
And she's still waiting for the firmware update.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, firmware update.
And the whole problem is like after 5 minutes, she keeps pressing reboot.
Oh no, that's bad.
Maybe you're having some. Maybe you're having some horizon tilt there, Bill. Are you?
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
The whole problem is every now and again, a horizon tilt's a good thing in that aspect. So,
well, actually, he's cockeyed.
Yeah, just like Popeye was.
What do
you ever heard the old saying that when the weather is hot and sticky, that's not the time for Dunkin' Dickie. But when there's frost on the pumpkin, that's the time for Dickie Duncan. That's
right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Welcome to ArtCo Comedy Hour.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a celebratory day anyway, right?
Yes.
Right.
But sadly, we lost a couple celebrities yesterday. We lost Meatloaf and Louis Anderson, who I had the pleasure of opening for at the Comedy Works here in Denver back in the late 80s, I believe. Funny guy.
Yeah.
Nice, wonderful person. And too bad he was battling blood cancer for the last couple of years.
Okay.
And Meatloaf, he died from COVID
as well.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people going at the moment. I don't know if it's just the age, the circumstance, or whatever, but it just seems to be that every day there's like 2 or 3 people well known, and it's quite a time. But usually around Christmas time, around Christmas and New Year time, that's when you get for some reason. That's when people start going, and it's always a time for remembering people that have that have left us.
I'm not gonna. I have to admit to it. I didn't think we were gonna lose Betty White. I thought Betty White was gonna be around forever. I thought she was gonna be around forever, man. I was like, I actually went and when it happened, I actually had to Google Betty White deceased fake. I mean,
oh yeah.
I was like,
right.
No,
So, she was actually the youngest one, or
she was
on the Golden Girl. No, the old lady was. The mama was actually the youngest one.
Right.
I believe.
Still Getty.
Mm-hmm.
And then she was the only one that was left.
Yeah, that's crazy. Betty White, man.
And you know what's funny is some of the celebrities, when they pass away, you're like going, that person.
Yeah,
that person died years ago.
Well,
I have to say, when I heard that Meatloaf had died, I actually thought that Meatloaf had died. I didn't know that he was still alive because just because you never hear of them anymore, and it's not something that you,
Mhm.
and but it's always the same. You kind of go, wow, I have not heard from that person for 4 or 5 years or something. But they do tend to kind of, if they have illnesses and whatnot, you never hear or see from them. So
Or the
then all of a sudden
weirdness,
when they die, that's when you hear about them. So
like the weirdness with Bob Saget. We still don't know
Yeah.
exactly. It was just like they found him and that was it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody's like, what?
Yeah.
He was at a
And he
hotel,
was
I
only,
think,
what,
doing a gig.
68 years old. That's not. Well, I'm
Really?
62. I just turned 62
Yeah,
There's
last
probably
week,
a
and I'm
lot
like,
we
oh,
don't know,
62 is the
though,
new
you know?
22, right? Come on, keep telling me that. Keep telling me
that's
that.
right. That's right. Mhm.
But it's funny when you get to that age, when you get to 50. I'm 52, but when you get to 50, that's when you start to realize your own mortality. That's when you start to
Yeah.
think about things and say, okay, now I need to start enjoying life a little bit and stop messing
That's
around.
right.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
you start noticing all your friends and people
yeah,
are passing away. It's like,
Yeah.
it's,
eh.
and just to again, I know I've been saying this in other streams and Bill's stream and other streams. I've been in this room for 14 days, right? I've been in this hotel room for 14 days.
Oh,
I've had
dang.
no human contact. I've had no
Who
human
pays the
contact.
bill? Do they make you pay the bill for that if you're quarantined?
No, no,
Oh,
no.
okay,
It's
good.
it's all it's all it's all paid by the customer
Okay.
you're here for. But it kind of not having nice coffee, not having beer, not
Oh,
having
man.
good food, not having my friends, not being able to not being able to fly a drone, all those things. And then when I get out tomorrow, I know I'm going to have this new lease of life where I kind of enjoy it. If it's raining, I'm going to enjoy it. It's like,
Did you see
Don't
what
get
Dre
sick, though.
said? Did you see what Dre said?
what's that?
He says, wow, Steven, is part of your quarantine not to shave?
Yes, yes. I've not shaved. I actually haven't shaved at all, but I have showered though.
Okay, well, it's okay.
But I've not shaved. Yeah, I actually haven't shaved at all in 14 days. There you are.
Well, there you go.
And I mean everywhere.
Oh,
We're going back there, aren't we?
We're going back.
oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, Lee says he's going to be 67 in 3 weeks. Wow.
Well, good deal. They say getting old, you got to be tough to get old because or something about it's scary to get old, or you can't be wuss about it or something. Somebody said something.
I just want to volunteer for stem cell research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I would like to be, if you can make me 33 again, I could deal with that.
Mhm.
I'm not going to mind. We are dying faster than we're breeding. So,
Well, we are, but I actually had this conversation with a friend about, I think it was over New Year, and we were talking about if you had to go back 10 years, would you go back 10 years? And if so, what would you change?
Oh man.
So you're saying go back in time or gain 10 years?
No. If you were to go back 10 years ago and start again 10 years ago, would you do it, and what would you change, and why?
Oh man,
That's not far enough for me.
Well, the thing, there's nothing, because that was like right after it was like a year after I had met my wife, and we were like 2 months away from getting married.
Y'all was in the courting stage.
I wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't change a thing. I wouldn't change anything, but yeah, I could definitely jump back there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It'd be one of them, baby.
Man, I miss the 80s, man. I'm an 80s kid. I miss going into an arcade with a pocket full of quarters or $5 worth of quarters.
That was when we had good music.
Yeah, we did.
Exactly. Yeah.
That rocking Journey on the jukebox, people walking around smoking.
You can
But that's
spend.
also a sign of being old as well, Art. When you say that the music was better when you were younger, that's a sign of being old. It really is,
But
because
you could go, and sometimes when you were really like you only had $1, you could play 3 games. But if you knew your mom wasn't coming to get you for probably another hour or so, you could use that last quarter and play Asteroids forever.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
What was
true.
it? There was a little
Mhm.
mini mall that had a little 2-screen theater about a block away from the house, and me and my buddy, they had a little promotion going on that if you brought a ticket stub from the movie, you'd get an extra dollar's worth of tokens if you bought $1. So we dug in the garbage and got a crap load of movie stub tickets, and so we were getting $2 worth of tokens. And then after about a week, they told us, "Look, we know y'all aren't going to the movies that much, and so we're not going to honor this for you guys." So then we started selling them on the bus for a quarter, and so you still get 3/4 for free, you know. And it was a good little enterprise. They shut us down.
But that is good enterprise, actually. That's actually good thinking. And when you're younger like that and you start thinking like that, that's when you should be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, yeah, we definitely played the heck out of some games. We kept trying to put up some high scores, and Dragon's Lair was had just come out not too long ago, and that was back when one wrong move and your character died, so you had to write down in a little paper which way to go. And because they didn't have the guide out by then that you could tell you to go, up, right, left, hit the sword button.
I think Robbie's right there when if he said go back 10 years and buy 100 Bitcoin. I think that's probably the only thing I would go back and buy some Bitcoin.
But the thing about it,
No
is
kidding.
would you're saying that we would have the knowledge that we have now and go back 10 years? I didn't know that was it. I didn't know that was in the category.
I'd be buying some Tesla.
We probably
stock.
still wouldn't buy Bitcoin if we went back 10 years.
Yeah.
You probably end up putting that money into the video arcade.
I hated
exactly.
Bitcoin.
We pretty much do what we did before.
Yeah. So the reason I hated Bitcoin so much was because everybody's were buying all the good graphics cards and building these farms with them, and you couldn't find a good graphics card to save your butt. And we were playing a lot of PC games, and we couldn't find a good graphics card because they were all jacked. The price went way up because of these farming things. And I think now they're using hard drives to do it. I think Linus Tech Tips, they built a giant, ungodly petabyte hard drive bank of old hard drives, and they're using that to mine Ethereum or something like that.
Well, I was reading something the other day about how people were hacking Amazon accounts and using those accounts to like run up tabs while they were like using the servers to farm or something. It was crazy. People were getting Amazon people were getting $16,000 bills from Amazon, and they're like, "What the hell?"
How many movies did you watch, Junior?
Yeah, exactly. It's people from hacking their accounts and mining Bitcoin.
Damn, there's a lot of ways to do it now, which is good. But I just hadn't been on the cryptocurrency wagon myself. I just don't know because
I have.
It could,
and it's tanking right now.
Yeah, it is.
It's tanking.
So it's a good time to buy.
Yeah, that's true.
We were just talking about. I was in Dubai a few months ago, and we were just chatting with a bunch of guys, and we were talking about, cryptocurrency, and we were just talking that, this is the new man's talk,
Okay.
When when you get a bunch of guys sitting talking about cryptocurrency, maybe 20 years ago you would be sitting talking about sports, or you were talking about girls or something.
Yeah.
Now it's all cryptocurrency. Everyone.
You have cryptocurrency. All of you guys have some cryptocurrency.
Yep. I
do you get any of those little coins that have the B on it or anything, or is that just a?
No.
See,
it's all digital. You don't get a physical coin. Nope.
Everything's digital.
Yeah, and one coin, man, you've got some serious collecting if you got one whole coin.
Yeah. Silver would be a good place to buy, because that's lighter than gold if you had to tote it around. A lot of people that are doing the
Mhm.
bug out thing usually will carry an ounce bar of silver with them.
But what,
Yep.
like, what's the value of one full Bitcoin? It's what, like
About
130
30
grand?
at
Last
the
I
moment,
looked, it was
34.
32,000. Let
Okay.
me let
Yeah,
me look on my account.
I
What,
think
Stephen?
it's 34 at the moment.
$35,172.90.
It's about 34,000 at the moment, Bitcoin.
For $35,000 damn dollars, I want one of them damn coins. At least to put it on your desk, you know.
Yeah.
$35,208 at the moment is
Oh, it's
Bitcoin.
gone up.
It's
Good.
going up by
It's
the
up a
second.
little bit. 2,420 for Ethereum as well. So it's went down a little bit. It's worth buying Ethereum because it's literally half price at the moment. Oh, well, I mean, so is
All
Bitcoin.
right.
Shoot. So basically, none of us can afford one anyway.
No.
Dogecoin is 13 cents.
Yeah,
And
I
but
get a
I
Dogecoin.
Ethereum is $2,414, and Ethereum Classic is $24.19.
Dang. They're all wanting to be the breakthrough thing to make money.
I've got most of my portfolio is crypto.com, so I have a lot of crypto.com. Crowcoin.
There's
I have Coinbase and I have Abra, which is my mobile.
Abra. I
Abra.
haven't heard of
Yeah.
that one yet.
Did you see what Matt was saying? It would be hard for me not to look at it though. He's saying invest
Yeah.
it, leave it, don't look at it anymore.
Yeah,
But the whole point is when do you look at it and spend it? When?
Yeah. That's
When?
probably what it is if you look at it, you're more tempted to go get that boat you've been wanting. Or, you know.
yeah. I mean, the worst thing again, me being here 14 days, that isn't anything to do. So I'm checking crypto. I'm buying crypto, especially on this dip just now as well. So, but certainly, I mean, my kind of tip, I would say, is that Crowcoin, crypto.com, is probably you're going to get the most return on that at the moment because it's cheap and it's going to be huge. It's going to be the new Binance for sure. It's going to be the new Binance because they have taken over the Staples Center in Los Angeles. It's now the Crypto.com arena. They now have UFC, Formula One, football. They're going everywhere. They have Matt Damon as their spokesperson. It's really huge. And so yeah, I think I would go for Crypto.com for sure. And I've made some huge profits. I even have the Visa. I have the metal card as well. I have there.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
you get
Thought
money
about
back
getting
on
one
it.
of those.
So you get cash back. I get 3% back on everything I spend, and I get that in crypto. And then
Pretty cool.
I actually have a lot of crypto in there, which is just holding, and I get 12% back per year, and I get it every week. So you're earning money like passively every week, and I get free
Awesome.
Netflix, I get free Spotify as well.
Oh crap! How
So
much does this cost a
you
month?
get a lot for it. You actually get a lot with crypto.com. You get a lot for your money.
How much does it cost? Is it like a monthly subscription base?
No.
You just got to buy some of their
Yep.
cryptocurrency.
So you stake money. So you can stake money. So if you go to the crypto.com website, you'll see the cards there, and it's
Yeah.
free. It doesn't cost you anything. The whole point is that they're trying to beat the banks. The banks are robbing you blind, right? And we all know the banks are robbing you blind. But the
Okay. So it's a Visa card.
cryptocurrency is taking over that. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I'll be right
Hello.
back.
How are you?
So there's different tiers when it comes to these Visa cards. I've got the third highest one, and I stake money there, and you can stake it for 6 months, and then you can take it out again. But the benefits of staking is that you get free Netflix,
Yeah.
and free Spotify, and then you get 3% back every time you spend money with that card. You get 3% back, and then you get the interest every week. So you get a lot for your money. You get a lot. You get a hell of a lot. It's really good, much more than a bank.
Hello, Seth.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Seth is
I'm
our
gonna check
other
into that.
Philippine channel. And James Tanner of My PI Dream, another Filipino channel.
Coming back, I swear. I swear. I'm just checking to see when the food's coming.
The food is almost here.
He's on the way.
He's on the
So he'll
way,
be here in
everybody.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
Sorry, guys, just a second.
All righty.
Hello.
Well, you want me to give you a tater saying here? I got a couple of new ones here. One of them is never
Okay, let me.
spurs on.
Bye bye. Be down a second. Thanks. Bye. I need to go down for a
We
PCR test.
gotcha.
I'll be
No
back in 20
problem.
minutes. This is
Okay, we'll
this
bump
is the
you
first
out
time I'm
and
leaving.
bump you back in.
This is the first time I'm
Okay.
leaving my hotel room in 14 days.
Uh-oh.
First time. Wow.
Well, just keep your wits about you.
Awesome.
I don't think I could imagine.
All right, go ahead. Tell us your joke here.
Well, I just got a few every day during our morning meeting at work. I give a little tater quote of the day, and people start sending me little things forever, for about the last 3 years, and some of them are actually pretty funny. And like one of them is, back in my day, people used to take photos with other people in them. And then the other one is, fun fact: alcohol increases the size of the send button by 89%.
Yep.
And some of them is the chief cause of divorce is marriage.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So
I
I've
can't
never
say
been
any
divorced.
comparisons
So
on there, but do you know how the man on the moon cuts his hair?
no, tell us.
He flips it.
Oh, eclipse. Okay. Okay.
And I can't take my
Bill is
dog to
making
the
some
front anymore
racket.
because the ducks keep attacking him. That's what I get for buying a purebred dog. So I get things from all over the place.
I also wanted to mention our good friend Lloyd Mendenhall is under the weather. He's got the Rona, so he's battling that.
Bless
Yeah,
his
so
heart.
hopefully Judy is okay. She just had a birthday this week, so
Wow,
happy birthday, Judy. And Lloyd, we all of us here wish you a speedy recovery,
Yes,
full
we do.
and speedy recovery. Let's say hello to the folks in the chat here.
All right.
We've got Matt from Maddie's Drone World, Robert Glazier, Seth, Philippine Diary, and we have David, Arizona Drone Dude, Johnny D, RCs, Jody, Drone Shots, and Robbie Delup. Good to see you, Charles Galuski. And we've got Fly and Flynn Media and Hot Rod in Daytona.
Hot Rod.
Sean Ides, good to see you, Sean. Chris Hope, hopefully he'll join us in a little bit. Jim's droning. Jim, I sent your turtles this week.
Ooh,
Probably take you a couple weeks to get there because he lives in Canada, and sending anything overseas is going to take a while.
You put some lettuce in there so the turtles would have something to eat on the way?
Yeah, that's right. And who else? Oh, and Dre, Recovery Drone, and Jalen Charita, another Filipino channel, and Alan, Drone Views Media, all the way from Ireland. And I think that's about it. Oh, Bob Casey. Yeah, Bob Casey and Lee Bessing, Yellow Rose Drones.
And Eat More Possum.
Eat More Possum. Oh, Matt. The Matt Air 420.
Max Air 420.
And Bill, Coast to Coast Drones. And Stephen Sutton, Flyby Guides. Oh, and look at what
Uh-oh.
Mr. Bill has showed us. Is
The blue test. Is that one of the free ones you get? I wonder if it's one that we got to go pick up a couple of those. Is that one of the free government tests you get? Okay.
Yes, yes.
I think you can get up to 3 or 4 per family, I think.
You can
it's
get
5
these.
last I heard.
Yeah, you can get.
First,
Well, I got 4 from the government site, and then my wife got another 2 from the state site, and those were the ones from the state site that came first.
How long did it take?
She ordered them like 2 days ago from the state of Washington, and they were here. Boom.
That's what
I'm still
talking
waiting on the ones that ordered from the other side.
about. Oh, that's good. Yeah, it's always good to have them on hand if you can,
Yeah. But the thing about it is that she's like, let's test ourselves.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't feel
Yeah.
funky right now, man. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something strange is happening. Maybe so. Let's see. I'm also waiting on Chinese food, and I was trying to. Oh, he's here. I'll be back.
All right.
okay. All right. Well,
His
bump you out.
mule has just came
All
in.
right. Just the 2 of us.
Just 2 of us.
Just the 2 of us.
And we got
You know what? Every time I do a live stream, all of a sudden people are
getting their
sending me
dinner.
messages on Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, I just sent you a notice that the show has started.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the Facebook thing I think takes a little time. It depends on how many you send it to, I believe.
Yeah.
Um
I had one person get pissed off at me because they said, you're spamming.
no, once a
I
week.
said, well, all right, it's a drone show, and I know that you like drones, and we talk about drones. Yeah, but
What
it's
else
called
are you doing?
respect, man.
I've been watching I watched that video shot that Ken had about that policeman that had no clue. That guy
Right.
flying
Yeah,
and
I
he had
saw
the
that
little,
on the show.
yeah, that
Thursday.
clear tent thing was a great idea.
Yeah.
Sit in that little thing and you can still see out and you don't get the wind.
Mm-hmm.
To me, I think that's a great idea. I don't know what it's called, the see-through deer blind. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah,
Hello, Jose. Mendez
Jose.
Grown Ups. Good to see you.
Hey. So what are you flying now? What's your favorite bird?
Well, I've got the Mavic Air 2. And I have the Mavic 2 Pro. And today I've been working on my little 3-inch whoops today. I've been the antenna broke off on my Tiny Hawk 2. So I'm trying to, put the new antenna on. I bought it. Luckily, I bought a whole bunch of them because they're not very expensive. So I bought a bunch, and
it's an important
because it comes with a plug on the end, and you have to cut it off and solder it on the board.
Oh gosh!
So because you gotta strip the outer coating.
Yeah.
Then you have that braided coax on the outside.
Yeah.
Then you gotta pull off some of the insulation on that inner wire.
Oh
what
yeah.
a pain in the butt. I went through 2 antennas that I ruined because I screwed it up. Finally got soldered on, and I'm like, oh crap! I gotta solder these motors back on, and I'm like going, and they're all the same color, and I have no idea which one goes where.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if you could put a little piece of tape on each one, I guess, as you take it apart, or maybe make
tiny.
up your own.
They're teeny tiny.
Oh,
Luckily, I have a fine tip on my soldering iron. So
have you got one of
I
those
decided
things that
to
got the clips
take a
in it?
break from it, and I'll do it tomorrow when I have fresh eyes.
Yes, they make this thing that's got a round magnifying glass with a light on the other side, a bunch of clips that you can move into pretty much
Yeah,
anything.
I've got one of those. Yep.
Yeah, that's handy right there if
Yep.
you're gonna be
Mhm.
soldering a lot. I can't barely I couldn't solder a 12 gauge wire myself. I'm just too
Well,
shaky.
now my Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle, I'm replacing the power plug, so I don't have to plug two 1 cells in.
Oh yeah,
So I
yeah.
just plug one 2 cell in.
You
And I got the old plug unsoldered. And I'm like on. And the plug they give you is like really thick wire. And I'm like, crap. Trying to hold it down. Oh man.
oh man,
So
that's pain. So do you like that the soldering or the plug and play stuff? Some people I've heard get rid of connectors and solder everything in anywhere that they can. And then I've heard some people, they'll use the plugs if they can on whatever parts, but
well, I ordered some motors because I'm going to build a 3-inch. It's
mm,
very similar to the freestyle.
yeah,
And the
that looks neat.
board or the motors that I got have the plugs on them, which will make it real simple to set this thing up. And I've ordered a camera for it, and I think this thing comes with the VTX on it. It's a plug-in that plugs on to the
Yeah.
board, which is cool.
Do you know Ken Hoffbauer place it here?
Yeah,
Well, he came through. He was on his way to Colorado up there by where you're at to do the
yeah. I thought he was
Esther.
going to get a hold of me, and I never heard from him.
I'll have to ping him. He spent the night here on his way up. He'd been driving all day, and he brought 2 sacks out, and he had probably 30 grand worth of drone stuff. He had all
Wow.
the Tiny Hawks, the freestyle, 2 or 3 versions of it from
Right?
3 inches, 5-inch, Mavic 2 Pro, Mavic 2 Mini, or he had
Mhm.
everything, man. I was like, yeah, I'm glad you need to keep that locked up in your truck somewhere that somebody can't just see it.
Yep, that's true.
Are we
So,
talking about?
Bill, what did you order? Did you get the Did you get the kung pao chicken, the kung pao
Oh,
shrimp?
Pao
No, I
chicken.
heard Tater talking, and I thought we were talking about pickles again. He said keep it locked up.
No, I keep that pickle locked up. But that's Mr. Wiggles right there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what
I got you. No, actually, Art, we got 2 of the, I guess they're the Vietnamese style spring roll, with
oh,
like
you
the
like
rice
I like the
wrap.
spring rolls.
And I got hot and sour soup with honey walnut shrimp
Ooh,
and fried rice. My
ooh.
wife got salt and vinegar wings with peppers, and she also got shrimp chow mein. And my daughter got chicken fried. She got a fine rice plate with chicken, and white rice.
Man, it's making me hungry.
Sounds yummy. I am making a pot roast right now in the crock pot, and
Oh, that smells
boy,
good.
it smells great.
Got the
So it
taters
looks
and
like
carrots in there.
Steven is back.
I'm back.
How'd it feel to be out in the real world again there for a second?
Well, that was bizarre. I just they actually brought a bus outside.
You look like you robbed a convenience store. I had to get a Snickers bar.
Yeah, everybody go there.
They actually brought a bus outside, right? There was a bus, and we all had to. I actually met 2 members of my team there, and so we had to go out. I mean, this full like bio gear, everyone,
Oh
and
yeah.
then I had the PCR test, which I've had. I've done. I've had about 100 PCR tests, all because of traveling. I've never had it because I've been sick. So so they gave a PCR test just so we can get out tomorrow. She pushed it so far down or so far up. Oh, it
You
was
got a
Oh,
brain
I
tissue
hate that.
sample.
Okay. But when you
Your
went out,
eyes start watering.
Yeah, yeah. But when you
Oh.
went out and you saw all the guys in the heavy duty gear and the bus, did you think you were going for the sequel of the Squid Game?
Oh my gosh.
Well, there was so many Asian people out there. It feels like that,
Steven's camera just keeps going and going and going, and we never see him again
It's this,
until
this
TV
empty
show
window.
comes on. He's number 34.
I was number 4. I was number 4 down there. Number 4.
Man,
So
that's bad.
yeah, but it was nice to be outside. That was my
Oh,
first
that's
time being outside. I got some fresh air, which was nice. So
Oh, that's good. I bet you the people down there on the bus say, "Oh, we got Holly, we got white guy. Get the extra long one."
Yeah,
Big
jam
nose,
him up
big
there.
nose.
Good.
yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
So what did I miss?
No, they gave him the trainee.
yeah. Make sure you get it right this time. You got your good eye in. Where's your glasses?
God, that was rough, but at least now we can get out tomorrow. Which is,
No, you just hear from the background. When are you going to take that certification test again?
Yeah. How's your depth perception there, man?
oh, scary stuff. But,
No, she's going to hand you a ticket for one free meal.
Yeah. There you go. Thanks for participating.
I just actually, because one of the guys was in front of me, one of my team members, he was in front of me, and so when he came out of the bus, tears coming down his eyes, tears coming down, and I said,
yeah.
"Was it that bad?" He went, "Oh, that's the worst ever," and I went, "Oh shit." But yeah, it was. It really was. I have to say, it was quite bad. So
Well, here's what you do, Stephen. Is when they start shoving that up there, you go, "Oh, deeper, deeper,
Oh no, you can't say that.
deeper," and they go, "Oh, oh, that feels
I've been saying for the past year, because we have been doing a lot of traveling, so that means we have to have a lot of tests everywhere we go. Even before we leave, and then when we get there, and then before we leave to come home, and then when we come home. So we have to have tests all the time. And it was like, yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm starting to have a bit of a nose fetish here. I'm starting to I'm starting to have requests. So I'm sure that that was definitely the worst one I've ever had.
You're in trouble. You're in trouble when you walk in and they said, "We just watched Deliverance last night."
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know those knee injections that they do. For people with bad knees, they'll inject that stuff under there. A buddy of mine.
yeah, that's a pneumonia shot."
Oh, okay. Well, he was getting. He said, "Man, I don't know what happened. My doctor. He came back from lunch and he pissed off, and he just jammed that needle in there." And he said, "Man, I was hurting so bad, my eyes were watering." I said, "That's why you don't want that appointment at dinner or right after lunch. Getting a little tired.
Yeah.
Get a big needle."
Yeah, I was starting to because I've actually just had breakfast, and when they were doing that, I was starting to gag. I was starting to have that gagging, so wasn't so nice.
You didn't get the COVID though?
No,
they're just quarantining you just for
yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So we're here for work. But
what kind of work do you do? Can you tell us what you do, or is that top?
I how can I say this? I'm in the entertainment industry,
okay.
drone industry.
Oh, okay.
The entertainment industry.
That's what they're calling it.
Okay.
Are you a fluffer?
Drones.
He's a pickle eater.
Wait a minute.
But entertainment,
Where's your purple hat with a big feather that's coming out the back?
Yeah, the only thing I usually wear is a yellow vest, unfortunately.
Well, who's the one with the bear costume?
Oh.
Dancing
Yeah,
bear.
Yeah, so it's we're here for drone operations until the end of February.
That's what they're called.
Okay.
Yes. So I'll be here till the end.
Mm.
It's the Lunar New Year or Chinese New Year,
That's right. I forgot.
and so
They're having a lot of
you
stuff going on.
so you'll probably see there will be things happening which you will see. I'm sure it will be in the news. So I mean, especially in the drone news.
Hmm.
I'm sure you'll see what we're doing, for sure.
You know, I noticed that last year during the X Games and the Nitro Games, they were using a lot of FPV drones to do their camera shots,
Yeah.
and that was really cool, as long as they didn't distract the riders too much. And a lot of times the riders were like used to it, and they had some good pilots, but that was some great angles they could get that you just don't get to see. You know.
Yeah, but the risk factor, I mean, there is a lot of risk factor when using FPVs, especially when you're doing, serious stuff. I mean, we've had, I've had to deal with FPV with what we're doing, and it's a major risk. It's like a huge risk. In fact, actually, we actually put a halt to it because there was no room for it, and somebody wanted it, and we had to say no because of the risk factor. So I can't say too much at the moment until later on, maybe. But you begin to see the. You actually begin to appreciate FPV, knowing what they're doing when they're doing this, because the risks that are being taken, if they make that one mistake, I mean, it can be catastrophic. Actually, it can be.
Unlike that guy that flew at the Bengals Raiders game last week,
where
he flew that drone into the stadium.
And that's a risk. That's a risk that is going to affect us all.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
really
right.
That's why I hate it when people do.
I was thinking, what kind of drone did he use? And I'm betting he's flying an Autel Evo.
Yep.
Because those don't have they don't have geofencing on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the geofencing, you can easily take off the geofencing. I mean, with a DJI, if you want to take off, if you want to take off the geofence, it's easy to do. It's very easy to do.
Oh, I did not know that.
I didn't either.
I have a video on that. You can actually check it out if you want to.
Okay,
you can see how
I'll
easy
have to
it
check
is.
that out.
That was
a pretty dang good reason it's geofence. So
Yeah, but and actually, where I was flying at, I was flying at a stadium actually, so it was something similar. But obviously, there was nobody there. But we should do this responsibly. It's not about that you shouldn't do it. Obviously, depending on what you have to do. If you have to do it, then you have to do it, and that's the whole point: is unlocking.
Right.
So, but the thing is that at least with DJI, if you unlock, they can see that. And if there's a report that goes through, then they can track that back and see that, well, this person was the person who unlocked that, so therefore this is the email address, this is the drone, all the rest of it. Of course, with Autel, that is obviously not the case. So those who complain about geofencing, it's there for a reason. It is there for a reason, and unfortunately, we are starting to see that if you don't. If you don't obey the rules, if you don't respect the rules, we as a community are going to suffer. We are going to suffer. Simple as that. And we need to stop. We need to stop applauding all these people that are breaking the rules. We need to stop, supporting them. We need to stop encouraging them, because we are going to suffer.
Yeah, that was the problem on that other channel, that big channel, wasn't it? With Geeks Vana, and that they showed a video that they probably shouldn't have shown of somebody doing something they probably shouldn't have been doing.
Well, mistakes are made. It's okay if you make a mistake, but it's
as long as you learn from it and you move on, then
Yeah, but certain people shouldn't be making those kind of mistakes. I mean, if I were to do that.
Yeah. You'd probably lose your job, and who knows what else.
Yeah, I would lose a massive contract. I would, it would affect me massively financially. It would affect me for all of the board places that I hold. For all the associations. I would lose a lot of respect, and I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
Why
As much
wouldn't
as
you
I
want
would
to do it?
like to. No, I'm not,
Mhm.
because it has an effect. And what I'm trying to, let's say, inform, and most of my videos that I have are based on my experience. So I'm trying to share my experience so that people can learn and fly better. You know, whether it be small things, but we all have to set an example. We are a community. We are a
Right.
community. And we should.
And we had a major fire here in Colorado, just a few miles northwest of where I lived, where over 1,100 houses were destroyed. And like the next morning after this fire, there's a guy flying a drone over these burnt out homes. It looked like it was just sun up. And I'm like
Yeah.
going, wait a minute. This is like really close to an airport, and half the town is underneath the airspace.
Yeah.
And there was already a TFR on that
That's
right
cool.
after that fire.
Yeah.
And
Hang on one
so I
second.
was talking to Vic Moss, who's he's part of the FAA, and I said, yeah, that guy is in real trouble there. So and then he flew over this one house that was still smoldering,
Mhm.
and he like kind of like came right up to it, and I'm like, oh, holy cow! I mean,
And you can
looks
see it
great, but
fan the embers
shouldn't.
everywhere.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't really. I saw that our company headquarters is in the Denver area, and I heard a lot of people talk about it. I don't watch the news that much anymore, just because it gets my anxiety up. And then I saw a picture of like the whole subdivision was just gone. It looked
Yep.
like Hiroshima or Nagasaki, just nothing there. And then
Yep.
that really hit home with me. And I just couldn't, thinking about losing my home, all the time and love and care and money you put into it, and it's just nothing.
Hmm.
Memories, stuff you can't get back.
Mhm.
I feel bad for
And
those
and
folks.
the thing that made it worse was those neighborhoods had wooden fences, which
Oh yeah,
acted like a wick, and
Mhm.
these houses were fairly close together. So when the
yeah,
fences started going up and it got close to those houses, and those houses probably had siding that wasn't
yeah.
all that
Riding siding
fireproof.
or
They,
something.
they would have been made of stucco or that cement hardy siding.
Yeah,
Probably would have been fine. I think there were some homes that survived. They just had some that vinyl siding kind of melted a little bit, but their houses are smoke damaged from it.
Yeah. Smoke damage is just as bad as something
It
burning up.
is, because it's hard to leave. It's hard to get away. It's difficult to get that smell away. It's difficult to
Hmm.
get, you
Hmm.
know, the smoke stains away and all the rest of it. It's yeah. House fires are not good. I've been in one myself, and and when you smell that house fire, it never leaves you.
Hmm.
When you
Yeah.
walk past a house that's been on fire, it takes you right back to that time where you experienced it, and
Hmm.
That's right.
it's not a nice thing at all. I have to say, but yeah. But I
And
mean,
it's
like you were saying, Art, about people who were flying where they shouldn't be flying, and again, that's just a perfect example of extremely dangerous flying. I mean, okay, luckily, not to put a plus on this, but I mean, he wasn't flying there, when the fire was happening,
yeah, that's
because
true.
I mean, I don't want to paint a nice picture on it, but of course, if the guy was flying during the fire, that would have been
Well,
even
it
worse.
would have been pretty hard because the winds were over 100 miles an hour, so
Oh
drone
Yeah,
shoot,
yeah.
flying would have been pretty much impossible at that time.
But
man,
we see
that's
this. We do see this a lot. Where we see people who like to fly their drone. And I do understand that people are wanting to get that shot. They're thinking, okay, I can
yeah,
sell this to the news and all the rest of it. But the amount of risk that they're putting on flying there, because you
Yeah.
could have an air ambulance coming in, you could have the police coming in, and if someone sees a drone, they will radio to the
Yeah.
helicopter to actually abort. So
Yeah.
people don't realize that
So that could have
them
sent the
flying will
ton,
have an
yeah,
effect on those operations, and it could be life threatening. So
yeah, waterfall effect.
so I actually have one of the flyby guys is actually an air ambulance helicopter pilot. He flies in
Okay.
the north of Finland in Lapland. So it's nice to get that perspective of someone who flies drones but also
And
flies helicopters,
yeah,
and
and helo.
has it's a really good balance to
Oh yeah, and
Yeah.
planes drop in water or fire
True.
retardant.
Yep.
Exactly. A
Yep.
very good
We
one,
had
Robert.
the same issues here in Colorado with some of the wildfires here, where
Mhm.
some dumbass decided, "Oh, I'm gonna fly my drone," and
Yep.
they had to abort, so the fire got bigger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
I lost one. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the wind wasn't gonna be as bad as it was, and I didn't think about the wind at the higher altitude being more. And it just took my drone, and I didn't have enough power to fight against it to get back. And luckily, I got back part of it. Got back a damaged unit, but I didn't. I'll never do that again. That was because that
Mhm.
could have come down anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you start out, you do tend to make those mistakes. I've made those mistakes as well.
Yeah.
Not understanding that when you take off and you go on a certain direction, that you have a tailwind, but then on the
Yeah.
way back you've got a headwind.
Yeah.
In this sense, and I think that my own learnings from
Hey, TJ.
from where I am right now, I've become a weather. I've become a weather expert.
Mhm.
I understand wind. I understand participation. It's and once you get to that point, it's then really easy to fly. It's easy to make decisions. It's
What
easy
kind
to
of
say.
drones do you guys fly? Y'all fly the big stuff, I'm assuming that
Uh,
prosumer or higher. No, just the mini two.
I can't say what. I can't say what we're flying at the moment. I can't say what we're flying,
Okay,
but
it's a damn.
but, because
I take the fifth.
but usually what we're flying is M600, Mavic 2s, Phantom 4s, but the ones that we're doing at the moment is something that you can buy.
Okay,
Is
so this is
is
something like a
unique.
flying red camera or something that's way above what the normal something a production company would buy or something. Keep laughing. I'm just-
Let's just say that it doesn't have a camera on it.
Okay, so you're just hanging one off
Ooh.
the bottom,
It
right?
doesn't have a camera,
Okay.
but
What's wrong with him?
it has lights.
What's wrong with
Okay.
Sparky?
Ah,
How many UFO calls do y'all usually get?
Oh, we get lots of different UFO calls.
What are you looking for?
Sometimes we can all yeah. So I mean, maybe that'll give you a clue as to what I'm doing.
Yeah.
oh, hey, Mr. Bill. Thank you very much for that super chat. Thank you very much, sir.
Uncle
I
Dude.
wish my sound effects would work, but they don't work. I don't know why. So one of these days when Lloyd is feeling better, he'll help me sort out all this Stream Deck stuff. I figured out how I could change scenes, sort of, but I don't know. Can you guys in the chat? Can you guys hear my sound effect?
No.
Well, I know in StreamYards you can't hear it, but I'm wondering if anybody in the chat could hear the sound effect.
I don't even think I heard the sound effect when it came up. Even in StreamYard.
No,
Yeah.
they're saying nothing's coming through.
I don't hear anything.
Nope. Okay. Alrighty. Well, we'll have to figure out something why we can't get to it. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's almost that time. It is time for toffee giveaway.
Yeah.
Pick a number between 1 and 50, and we will spin the big prize wheel, and we
Man,
will ship anywhere in the world. So, Stephen, you are eligible.
all right, Stephen.
What shall I do? Shall I put it
Toffee.
in the shall I put it in the
Oh,
chat?
Ken Heron, thank you for that $10 super chat.
But is he implying
Yeah.
he has a new phone, or I don't? Is that
Ooh.
New
Oh
phone.
my, did he get
Do you want me
maybe
to-
that means he's testing a new phone.
He's testing a new phone.
Or
Cool.
somebody stole his
Cool.
phone and they're super chatting everybody at his bookmark channels.
There you go.
Uncle
So,
Ken.
Art, do you want me to put the number in the chat or what?
Yeah, go ahead. Hurry, because I'm going to be closing the betting window pretty soon here.
The betting
Okay.
window.
Unless you want to slip him an extra 5.
There you go.
I've heard good
There we
things about this
go.
toffee now. I've
Oh,
heard
it's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
incredible.
Bill
You're the only
and
person that hadn't had
Tater,
it
didn't you win one? I think Tater won one, didn't you?
yet.
No?
Swear on my lizard, I never
Oh,
never won one yet.
But don't bet on the pickle.
Don't bet on the pickle though.
all right.
You know, Dad always
Waiting
says you
for-
never know how far a pickle will squirt till you step on it. And I got a video. If you've ever wondered, you can watch on my channel.
Is that anything like how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
It's kind of like that. You'll have to dig in the archives and see. We did an experiment one night when the old lady wasn't home.
Good afternoon, Steve.
Hey, Steve
that's-
Carpenter.
Oh, Ken Heron is
The Google
guessing his
Google
iPhone
iPhone
standard
iPhone
S.
14.
Yeah, man, that's some of that stuff the government's got out there that nobody knows about yet. See? He gets to test him new stuff. All right.
So, Stephen, did you put your number in the chat?
I did indeed.
Spin the wheel.
All right, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Let's see who the winner is. Let's go.
Oh, it makes a noise. Okay, we're hearing that.
Oh,
the
winner is number 3.
Number 3. All right. With Drone Rob Agnew FPV was number 2. So
all right.
so far he's the
Okay, number 2.
that's the only one I've seen that's close.
So far, Drone Rob, I think he's the winner. And Robert Glazier is said.
Yeah. Looks like he's the closest without going over.
You know, when I heard that wheel spinning, it brought back memories of a bad hard drive.
Yeah, it does sound like a really bad heart. That's when you start really worrying about it.
Yeah, and you're just like, well, it only took 5 minutes to boot up this time.
Yeah, when we started running back in the day when we were doing the Quake cons and stuff, you could just leave the side of your case off. Most of us usually did, and we didn't realize how loud the hard drive.
Okay, number 2 is the winner, and who was that? That was
Uncle Bill got 3.
Uncle Bill's Toys just came in with 3. It said it just took too long for it to transmit the number.
Yeah, it just kept he kept getting a busy sign.
That's right. He kept trying to call.
Yeah, but did he get in under like?
No, we're just.
Well, when you win, you do have to take a self-at-home lie detector test that Art's going to send to you, and then once Art gets the results back, then they'll validate your win.
Okay, okay, so. Okay, Bill says my internet was so slow. Okay, Drone Rob, email me your address, and I will ship that out to you. Here is my email.
Hot diggity dog. Check on the dragon.
There you go. Hey, Lynn, good to see you. Let's see. Drone Rob, good Good to have you, Warren. Eric Kira Show. I call it Kira Show. Ken Aaron, good to. And then Unlimited Vertical.
It's a great
And we
handle.
got Bill Ronayne, Uncle Bill's Toys.
Uncle Bill.
Oh, Steelman 58, all the way from Lipa City. He's the
Bill.
guy that's building the house across the street from James Tanner.
Okay. Uncle Bill's on 28.8 dial up. Is that going to be a factor? He said he's going to get a 56K one of these days.
Alrighty. So congratulations, Rob.
Yes. Let us know how the toffee or whatever it is. Give us a review.
Now, I did get one overseas winner. This was like a month ago. Trevor Fuss. He won, but he's in Australia. And we're not shipping anything to Australia.
No, Australia's a. Did it start out as a prison colony or something? Is that
Yes, it did.
Okay.
It was.
So somebody just wouldn't BSing me.
Well, we
I'm
called
easy
it.
to BS, y'all. You can tell me anything, I believe it. Well, that's good. Well, how long does it stay good for? Is there like a shelf life?
I mean,
how many preservatives are there?
Got some green stuff on it with a little white fuzz, but you just pick that off and eat around it.
Ooh, Botany Bay. Now we're going into Star Trek.
Bay.
Ooh,
True.
Remember? True. Star Trek.
Yeah, remember the Wrath of Khan? And it's like, so Chekhov was not on the Enterprise when they found that sleeper ship. How did he know about Botany Bay? He wasn't there.
Oh yeah, that makes good sense. I'd have to rewatch
Plot
the
hole.
first three.
Plus, it was all in the newspaper.
I remember this computer where he grabs the mouse and talks into it. How do you work this thing?
Computer. Oh, keyboard. Oh, quaint.
That was transparent aluminum, wasn't
Transparent aluminum. Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
he was giving the guy the recipe for it.
How do you know he wasn't the guy that invented it?
Yeah, that was the perfect answer too. Don't do that; you'll alter history. Well, how do you know it wasn't the guy that invented it?
Yeah,
that's a good point.
But I mean, remember the old lady laying in the hallway? Doc gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. Doc gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney.
Yeah.
It's like my grandma.
Yeah.
It's like I said, that's why I want stem cell research.
Heck yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
They gave me stem cells and I grew a bigger pickle.
That's it, man. I got me a real big pickle now. Got me tickled. I took one of Art's special pills. and my wife's never been happier.
Get yours today.
Yeah, get yours today.
Did you hear about Grandpa who was addicted to Viagra?
Uh-oh.
Grandma's taking it pretty hard.
Grandma is taking it pretty hard. I'll have to find it if my dad wrote it down. He told me something about Fred and Ethel going to the doctor. And
no, actually it was in the script.
Oh, it was in the script? Is that it? I don't remember.
Just has knowledge of the event. That's all it said.
After all those years, I'm sure Chekhov had the time to look it up and be informed about it by other crew members. That's true.
True.
Oh my God. Wait.
So,
what are you doing, Stephen? Are you doing like you're dropping crap all over your?
I
heard somebody pop in.
I just dropped my pen. So.
Ooh, that's what she said.
Yes. So who's not buying the Mavic 3 then?
Oh yes, that would be me.
I just barely
glad you brought that up.
I made the last payment on Mavic Air. One.
So here are my 3 reasons why I'm not getting the Mavic 3. And the number 1, the biggest elephant in the room is price. I mean, if you get the OcuSync 3 controller, that's over $4,000 right there.
Damn. So you could sell one of your kidneys, get one of them pills from the doc, and grow you a new one in be
If you
good
buy
to
the
go.
Cine, yeah.
Yeah.
$3,000?
Yeah. The price is just too outrageous.
Are you kidding? Or
And
is it $3,000 for real?
If you get the RC Pro and the base, it's $3,000. Yeah,
Yep.
Holy shit!
and
I
that's
think
that's
that's
with
what
one
Chuck
battery.
got. My
Damn.
But
I was
other.
I would like to see.
Here we go.
I would like to see some tests. I can't remember if Ken Dono was talking about having the disconnections with the other controller. But I know that when Chuck was talking about the disconnections, and other people have been talking that it's been with the
That
RC
was
Pro.
the other thing I was going to bring up was the issues with the gimbal and connection issues.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
like, why are you putting out a product that is just not ready for prime time?
If you're paying
Well-
that much money, it better work.
Well, I think when Autel had made their announcement, was it 3 or 4 weeks before, 2 or 3 weeks before, when they were doing their sneak announcements.
So they were like,
Oh.
I think I honestly.
So the
and then-
guys at
and-
DJI's, some guys say, Wayne, we need to speed up Mavic
Yeah,
3. We need to get that out. I'll
no,
tell.
not the Phantom
It'd
5.
be
Put
that
the Phantom
what?
5 down.
But then
Yeah.
you also had Brendan leaving as well. So you had Brendan leaving in September. Then you had
Mhm.
Autel, talking about their own rumours, and that came about 2 weeks after Brendan. I think there was a time. This was all, I think whether it was coincidental, I think not. I think that there was something. I think that there was something in it. So you had Brendan leaving, then you had Autel. And then I think the DJI were about to lose face, because losing Brendan is quite a big thing within the
Right.
West for DJI, because he holds quite a lot of clout. And I think the DJI, I think they panicked. I think that honestly, I think they panicked. And if you pardon my expression, this was a dick measuring thing. This was all about measuring dicks. And DJI did not want to lose too much face, because there was a risk, even though the Autel thing didn't really come off. I think the DJI didn't want Autel to be, and then you had Autel. You had your man leaving there as well. He was.
Right.
He walked out. So I think that we had Autel and DJI. It was all about who was getting the best, who was getting the most, and DJI then brought out the Action 2, they brought out the Ronin 4, and then of course the Mavic 3, which was a really big anticlimax, and it's done them more. I think it's done them more harm than good, because
Right.
that should have probably have not come out until. I'm not saying now, maybe should have, because I think there was a talk that it was going to be January, February, but now we've got Chinese New Year happening. That's why I'm here. So they need to get this update out this week. This new update has to come out. If it doesn't come out this week, because after next week, this whole country will shut down. Everything will shut down, and nothing will happen.
How long do
Wait a
they
minute.
usually take off for that? Like a week or two?
2 weeks.
But
Man,
that's kind of funny. You said that you're there for Chinese New Year, and you do something with drones. I don't know.
could the drone be construed as a pixel?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
Okay. All right, then.
Okay, my third reason for not getting it is my Mavic 2 Pro and my Mavic Air 2 fill my needs. So I'm starting to get some real estate work, and it's like, this fills my requirement. Why do I need to spend $3,000 on a drone? Yeah, it might do things a little better, you might have a better camera, but dang, I've got a Hasselblad on the Mavic Air 2, or the Mavic 2 Pro, and
It's good enough.
A 1-inch sensor is more than enough for what you're doing, especially for real estate. It's more.
Yes,
It's more than.
and if you're just going to turn over a card after you shoot some stuff, then that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But
not.
I think you ought to reevaluate your decision in 6 months, Art. Just wait till then. Like everybody knows that when a drone first comes out, and you've heard people say this a million times. Even John Coopy talks about it. He preaches it constantly. If there's a new drone that comes out, I'm not going to buy it for at least 6 months until they get all the firmware bugs worked
Uncle
out.
Bill,
Hey, Bill.
all the way from Florida.
Hey, you know what? I just
Hey,
bought
Bill.
Cyberpunk 2077 yesterday, so that tells you how long I was going to wait on that deal. It was $12.
I bought the Mavic 2 Pro when it was first released. I bought the Mavic Pro when it was first released, and never had an ounce of issues. I think there was one issue with the Mavic 2 Pro when I got it, and that was that there was a bug in the raw files. So when you were shooting, I think it was in portrait mode, the lower half of the raw file was actually a different color, and I actually put a bug report into DJI, and it was fixed within 2 weeks.
Wow.
So no issues, and they were quite quick. However, I think that now things are a bit different. There's such a massive demand, and let's not go into the DJI Fly. I think that's another good reason why you shouldn't buy the Mavic 3, the DJI Fly app.
Oh,
And
gosh,
number
you can't
4.
use the Go 4.2 or whatever. Oh, that's not good.
Well, the Mavic 2 Pro, you're using the Go 4 app.
Yeah.
That, and the Air, you're using the Fly app. But I got the Mavic 2 Pro from a police auction website, and it's just a drone and the battery that came with.
So try to get over the prison one.
The only thing I had to go get was the charger, charge up the battery. So I thought, you know what? Let me check this thing out. I go, nope, no SD card. Let's check the onboard memory.
Oh, yeah, that's where the goodies are.
And I found some video and some photos from the guy who had before me, probably stole it from somebody. And
you reckon in the police auction?
Yeah, exactly.
I was more thinking that he was using it for surveillance within the,
all this guy did is he flew it, and he flew around his neighborhood. Luckily, he didn't fly over any streets, but you could tell he was a newbie. He didn't know anything about panning or exposure adjustment because everything was blown out. So let's welcome all the way from Athens, Texas, or down there they say Athens. Let's welcome Mr. Hope. We got Hope.
Hey,
he's got a fire. Something's on fire back there, Chris.
Yeah, I got my fish fryer going, Mark. It's cold in there.
Damn it, I need to come
Chris.
over there.
Oh, he's definitely not the chipmunk.
He's getting ready to fire one up.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I was just going to say, has Chris got a beer? Yeah, he's got a beer.
Yeah, man. I'm coming to your house, Chris. Jeez, man. We're going to eat some white person and drink some beer.
Come on, Mark.
Bill, that was trippy when you held that glass up, man. It was like the top part of the glass disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Disappeared. It disappeared down
off to the side. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Uncle Bill, he got that hard stuff, man.
Well, no, this is soft. So it's very soft. It goes down nice and soft. This is peanut butter whiskey.
Ooh, yeah, I just bought a bottle the other day.
This is an sparkling water. It don't get much more soft.
Wait a minute. Does it really taste like peanut butter?
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it really
all right,
does.
I'll be right back.
It's pretty darn good.
I tell you the truth.
Now, Bill, did you get Screwball?
Yeah.
That I bought a bottle of that, and boy, it was.
I should be a representative for them because I've been talking about it online quite a bit. I'm a bourbon guy forever. And I first heard about it. I was like, that sounds disgusting. Which I'll tell you, we have it at work, and someone bought me a drink. Said, well, my boss did, and she said, "No, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. It's so easy. It's so smooth. It's actually a little too easy to drink because I'll finish a bottle like in the sitting. You know.
Oh man,
It's only
Which
70
may happen
proof.
tonight, by the way. This is my second drink, and I decided, okay, drink number 2. I'm going to come online and see you guys. And it's delicious.
My problem is my wife watches way too much news, and so I was in the kitchen mixing myself a drink last night, right? And then my wife goes, "Did you see the news report? Alcohol's no good for you." I said, "No, that was just wine, okay."
I thought wine was good for you.
Well, no, they came out with a new report now.
Oh,
Supposedly,
no, this
any amount of alcohol is bad for
are
it.
good for it.
You know what?
No, that was last week. They're bad.
Yeah,
for
I
you
know. 2 weeks
this
from now,
week.
chocolate cake will cure cancer.
Yeah.
So, they're
Guys, you're all sitting there enjoying your beer and your bourbon. I've not had a drink in 14 days. Forcefully not had a drink in 14 days. This is
strawberry cucumber aha.
Yeah, but that was court ordered, wasn't it?
yes.
Oh,
It was.
no, you can't get
I was kidding.
somebody to bring you a bottle of soju or something?
No,
just water.
We got as I was saying earlier about the food and stuff. The food's not great. Last night they brought us McDonald's because we're not enjoying the food. So I got a Coke. I had a Coke last night.
Oh man!
And that's been the highlight of my week, having a McDonald's and a large Coke.
You're in China, right?
Sorry?
You're in China?
No, he's in Taiwan.
In Taiwan, and we're in
Can
14
you
days
buy
quarantine.
alcohol in Taiwan? I don't even know.
No, because we're actually in quarantine.
Oh.
We're in a government sanctioned hotel.
And
this
delivered
is
to your house?
no.
Can you make it in your bathtub?
Man. Don't let them weld the door shut.
But this is the last day, so I get out tomorrow morning, so I'll be free.
Yep,
his
probation is up, so he's on a work release program starting tomorrow.
Release tomorrow, man.
On work release program.
I will be enjoying a beer, and I'm going to send Chris a picture of me having a beer, and I'm going to say, "There you go, Chris."
Well, you better go ahead and grab 2 because the first one ain't gonna last for just a second.
I was going to say, and that first beer is going to be the best beer you ever drank in your life.
It is not going to taste like horse pee at all.
Well, let's talk about beer in China. How about Jingda? Can you get that?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I mean, Chinese beer's good. Chinese beer's really good here, and I've also been given Chinese wine as well. I've been given Chinese wine, which is not the best. But
is it made from grapes?
Yeah, because the Chinese have been trying to buy, or they've been buying all the Bordeaux in France, so they've been buying all the expensive wines, and the wine. The wine governing body is trying to promote the Chinese into making their own wine, so they'll stop buying all the French wine and making it more expensive. So they're trying to help them make wine and sell their wine and stuff. So when you come here and you have the wine, you go, it's really good. So to try to help them and stop them buying all the wine from the West, because they're pushing the prices up. Because they'll buy everything.
Well, you know what the problem is. See, when they're stomping on the grapes, their feet are too small, so you don't get the same same flow, And is that wrong? Is that wrong to say that?
Probably.
You know how they say how German winemakers say goodbye? Our feet are stained.
Our feet are stained. Okay, I like
that. Yeah, that's great.
I can just remember that little news report. You remember that lady that got up there and stomped on the wine and she just flipped over and busted her head? It was on a blooper reel. She got up there and they were going to race about it. It was it looked like she hit hard because it was up on the stage.
You sure that's not an episode of I Love Lucy?
No. It was similar to that, but this girl's one of these little reporters that's out on the site at this wine stomping deal, and she was gonna be funny and race the person on the thing, and she slipped and fell head over there, and she made a really bad noise when she hit the ground.
I
I
would
had to look it
imagine.
up. It was on.
Yeah, that's not funny at all. Thanks for
no.
sharing that. That's,
Yeah, that put me off wine for a while.
I don't like hearing people getting hurt. You know.
No, I didn't either. It was just they made a remix of her because she made a funky sound when she hit.
I'd love to go to China. I envy you. You know,
I've
because
been
I
to
love the
China.
Chinese people. I love the Chinese culture. I don't love the Chinese government. They can go to hell. But everything else about China, I would love to go see that. Seriously.
It's a really, it is interesting. Of course, I'm in Taiwan, so it's really different from China. It's
Of course.
They still have the Chinese culture,
Right.
still, but it's a lot freer here. It's very free. The internet is, is open. You can, is open, and but of course you have the, you have the risk right now of China invading here. This,
Right.
that kind of so there's this geopolitical thing. It's kind of one of the reasons why I'm here, I think, as well, is to get it, is to try to get one up on China, I think, as well. So but it's really interesting, and people here, they are really nice, and the food's amazing. So I can't wait to go out and have some good food and good few beers, and try to get back to some kind of normality again. And maybe shave as well. Shave.
Man, that's you don't know what to do.
Oh, I know what I'm going to do when I get out here. I'll be working my ass off when I get out here. It's going to be
Don't
non-stop.
overdo it too much.
It's literally going to be 14-hour days when I get out of here.
You ain't easing back in then.
No.
I wanted to holler real quick and say, gentlemen, thank you very much. Art, I was glad to be on here with you tonight.
Well, thanks.
My
My
wife has begun posting pictures of the Chinese food on Facebook, so I need to go get it before it disappears.
My dinner's getting cold too.
Mhm.
All right,
Enjoy.
gentlemen.
All right.
Well,
Bill, I'll
Take care,
check in with
Bill.
you again about
Take care.
our wives. Kind of, that sounds like something that would be funny and interesting.
Yes, she actually was talking about doing a drone wives show, and I was
Hey,
like,
that's a
I
good
don't know
idea.
how many of them you can get on, but
Not many. My wife
We'll
don't even know how to
see.
spell drone.
well, see, the thing about it is like Bill was talking. He's like, well, I don't know, she won't do it for me, but my wife is Filipino and Bill's
Yeah.
wife is Filipino, so
Oh,
we're
that
like,
would be good.
that might have. And if other wives see them on and hear them raging, what do you think? You looking at the bills and you just see a statement from Best Buy. It says $1,200. Honey, why is this $1,200 bill on Best Buy here? Did I tell you? I thought I told you I ordered a drone.
It could be like a drone widows show. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, she
Yeah.
watches all those reality television shows. So the first thing she said was, ask her if she watches Housewives. I'm like, I don't know his wife.
Yeah.
Drone wide shows. That is a good idea.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
moments of
gentlemen.
doubt, trust your gut, hug your
Take care,
dog, and
Bill.
eat a donut.
We'll see.
I'll
See you,
y'all
Bill.
later.
Good seeing you, Bill.
Take care, Tater.
Oh, Tater's gone?
What's up,
All
Gary?
right.
Later,
And I want to say hello to Gary Brant Ariels. Good to see you. And then we have Mr. JRC's. Good to see you. Thank you. Thanks for coming in. You bring character to the show. So, Chris, what's going on in your neck of the woods?
Well, we're trying to come out of a dadgum freeze, Art.
Yeah,
It
that's
was,
why I've been here, and you guys are getting all the cold weather that we had up here.
Thursday and Friday. Let's see. Thursday was cool. Friday was cool. The nights were cool. Today was 60 degrees. It was pleasant. It was a great day. No wind. It was an awesome day. Grandkids played ball. Went and watched them play ball and did a little stuff outside. It was nice. No, Mr. John, I have got my fish cooker in my shop. Give me a little warmth.
There we go.
It's not a lipo.
I don't miss the cold weather at all.
It does look like a lipo fire, but behind you, it really does.
Well, Uncle Bill, what's going on in your neck of the woods? How's the weather down there?
62 degrees and cloudy, according to this little app right here at the bottom of my screen. But it was down in the 50s, You know, which is
That's
chilly
cold.
for South Florida.
Hey,
You
Chuck.
know,
Hey, Chuck.
but it's never going to get super cold here. You know, and I don't miss it at all. Not even that much. Now, my wife, from the Philippines, she lived in Baguio, which is a higher elevation, and they would actually get snow in the higher elevations a little bit. And she says she misses the snow from Pennsylvania. Not at all. It's like, you know what? There's a freezer in the garage. Just open it up, stick your head in there. Oh, I'm in Pennsylvania. Okay, done. I'm good. I you know, my car turning into an ice sculpture overnight before I go to work. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. But to visit, I'd kind of like to go up north and visit the cold weather a little bit, play in the snow. I'd love to go to Colorado again. I mean, I only drove through it, but I've never spent any time there.
Well, they got plenty of snow up in the mountains, and right after this show, I'm gonna grab whatever. I'm gonna grab some of my pot roast I got cooking all day, and then I'm going over to Jake's Roadhouse, and it's my week after my birthday party because my favorite band is playing there this week, and it's pretty close by.
Yeah, you're
So,
quite a bit older than me now.
oh yeah,
2 years.
yeah.
2 years. We were in the same age group before, not anymore. So this birthday party of yours, it was your birthday like 2 days ago, right?
Yeah, last week.
Yeah. How many days do you celebrate your birthday? What's going on here?
Well, it's kind of like Cinco de Mayo, you know. It's like, hey, let's have a party, let's celebrate.
Kind of like Mardi Gras. It lasts about 10 weeks.
Yep.
You got to sober up sooner or later, Artie. You know.
Well, it's also like Chinese New Year, where they also celebrate it for 2 weeks.
That's right.
You know, people exaggerated that. The Chinese New Year is basically a week, and they get take off 2 weeks from. You know, I was like, oh, weeks. It's weeks. They're shut down. No, not everything. Everything can't be shut down. They got to eat.
No. I mean, you know, it's basically festivities are going on for 2 weeks. Well, they actually go on almost for a month, actually. So
Sounds
there's
like fun.
there's lots of different. From what I've seen, there's lots of different, you know, light events. So there's, you know, what we're doing here is Lantern Festival here. So we're here for that, and there's just so much which is based on, you know, I think this year's Year of the Tiger this year, isn't it? I think it's going to be Year of the Tiger. That's what it is. So yeah. So yeah, they, you know, and they're very, very superstitious. You know, they're very superstitious. So there's
So are
lots of
Filipinos too.
So yeah, they are. The Asians really are. My wife. I mean, she's got a superstition for every occurrence.
yeah.
You name it. Oh, there's a crack in your windshield. Oh, that's bad luck. So what is this? Some ancient Chinese or Filipino thing where they had windshields 1,000 years ago, and that's got to be pretty recent, you know. But everything. Oh, that bad luck. Okay.
Yeah, it's you know, they are, and you know, in a sense, they're the worst at correlating things against things without any evidence. You know, it's the, you know, they're very smart when it comes to other things, but when it comes to things like that, it's like, no, I'm sorry, no.
Well, it doesn't hurt to be safe, you know. I mean, you never know.
No, of course not. But it's you know, yeah, but you know, but you have to wonder where that comes from and why, you know, and certainly, you know, at some point it has to go away. But I think that you know, as part of the festivities here, because they do all this kind of wishing and stuff, so they have the lanterns that go up and stuff, and they put a wish. I think they put a wish in it or something. I don't know. And of course, it's all really nice and it looks beautiful and it's fantastic. It's, you know, but you know, you can't have one without the other. So if they take away, if those wishes are not there anymore, then they won't have the lanterns going up and stuff. You know, so. But I'm looking forward to seeing that. Seeing how it is here. It's going to look, you know, it's going to look nice. It's going to look really nice.
That's a shame with Taiwan. What's gone on over the decades? You know, I mean, that's where the Chinese royal family went, and they took over Taiwan, and the Chinese could care less because there was nothing there. And through capitalism and democracy, they turned into an international powerhouse.
Yeah.
And so that's ours. No, so China.
Yeah.
No, no. That was always ours. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You can't have that anymore.
Oh, just like Hong Kong.
Yeah, but the strategic. Let's say that the strategic position of Taiwan has got much more benefit to the West.
Because then they can control the whole South China Sea there, all the way to the Philippines, Australia,
yeah, and also
Indonesia.
Well,
of course, and there is that, but the Chinese are more interested in the money.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, if they were to, if they were to do anything here, the implications of that would be massive, not only to us but to them as well, because they do all the manufacturing for the chips here and also the superconductors and stuff like that. So it's and that would have a huge effect. That would have a massive effect. So
unless those guys decide, oh, you want to invade? All right, we're going to destroy all the machinery that makes all this stuff that you want to take over.
Yeah, it makes no sense for them. It actually makes no sense. I have been reading in my 14 days doing absolutely nothing here. I've been actually reading about the kind of a geopolitical tension and the benefits and also the sort of negatives, and it's and there's more negatives for China to do it. There's actually more negatives. It would harm China more for themselves and not from the West, but just within China, it would really harm them a lot. So, of course, you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen, but it will have implications. It will have implications for sure.
Hey, Johnny, Mike B, welcome to the show. Good to see you. And hopefully, James will jump in pretty soon. James from My PI Dream.
James, is there some guy named some guy named James?
Steven.
He's probably eating his waffles right now out at his what is it? His pavilion that he just built. They just finished up. Yep.
Hey, Charles. Johnny. Hello, Johnny. Hey, Steven, I want to ask you again, man. I cannot remember. What do you do? What do you do for work?
Here we go again.
You just make it simple and it'll come back. You've said before.
He sells Amway to the Taiwanese.
Amway. He's an Amway salesman.
No, actually, it's Shackley.
I fly drones.
Well, I knew that, but that's your commercial job.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, I'm here to try to. I can't say why I'm actually here, but let's just say that I'm in the entertainment industry.
Roger that.
But I'm flying drones.
Awesome. Good enough.
So you're a stripper. They like the big American man.
Ain't nothing wrong with
You're not
little
American.
It's entertainment and drones together.
Sounds great.
What more could you ask for, right?
No, it sounds awesome.
Sergio, what's up, Michael?
And Steven dresses up as a bear.
What?
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, so it's
a furry.
It's yeah, it's a very.
You haven't seen those, Bill? Dancing bear?
No, but I know what a furry is.
No, it's not a furry.
Oh, okay. So, Steven, that sounds really intriguing. How do you get into what you do?
Well, we've been, the flyby guys have been doing a lot of large operations. So we've been involved in a lot of projects. We, for a lot of the UTM, like a lot of research, we have been involved in a lot of projects, and that kind of helps you in such a way. How you doing? That kind of helped us with our reputation. So when we were asked to do what we're doing, and it's really tough. This is a really, really hard job that we're doing. It's really, the size of the operations that we are dealing with is massive. at some point I can talk about this. At some point I will be able to talk about this and show you what I'm doing. But
That'd be
it's
cool.
huge. It's huge, and the responsibility, the safety issue, everything in order to do what we are doing in the sky is just huge. But at the end, and it's a hard job, but it's a very, very satisfying job.
How you doing, Jim Droning, Emo Possum, Danny?
Hey, Adrian, are you getting ready to get in the boxing ring?
In a little bit. I do have one question for you, Art.
Hey, Danny.
First of all, I want to tell you happy belated birthday. Sorry that I couldn't get in your stream on your birthday.
No problem.
Why do you have Chris Hope and Uncle Bill in here? The only guy that's worth having here is Mr. Steven Flyby Guy. Why you got two people over here?
You rotten little bastard. You
I couldn't drag your little ass in on time. We knew you'd be late. I'm out, Art. You got trouble here. I'm gone. Adios.
Hey.
Hey, don't yell at me.
You're not going nowhere.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to call you offline. I got a little bone to pick with you, buddy. And it ain't going to be pleasant. We don't want to
bring it on, little buddy.
We don't be a public forum right now, but
I'll tell you what. I go in about 20 minutes, so call me right now.
I'll call you during the show, so you'll have a long face all during the show. Won't know what's wrong.
Call me now so we can talk.
No. I'm gonna call you in the middle of your show and mess it all up. Uh-oh. He got something in that frosty ripple there, I promise you.
The only reason Chris is here is to drink beer in front of me and just really annoy me. That's the only reason.
I seen Stephen was on here and already invited me, so I went.
Now, what do you do for your birthday, buddy?
That was hard.
Oh, right after this show, after I have some dinner, I'm going over to a club and see one of my favorite bands play, and I've got some friends coming down, and you may see Sean Oz at the event.
Okay. I'm glad that you didn't have that guy with that beard called. I mean, he's gonna remain nameless. I think they call him Chris Hope. I think.
Yeah, but how did I get on your crap list? What's going on there, Adrian? What's going on? Seriously, what's up?
Yeah, you two Florida boys.
You call me brother. You call me today. Yeah. What did I do?
Come on, man. You're Uncle Bill. Everybody loves you, including me. Calm down.
Like 2 minutes ago. I'm gonna rewind the tape.
I was just asking Art, because this is Art's show. Why do he have you and that C-Hope in here when only Stephen Flyby Guy is the only respectful person here besides Art?
Well, because Chuck couldn't make it tonight. He's with his wife.
Well, I'm not naked today, so you're good.
It took all of us to replace Chuck, is what I'm saying.
Well, it is cold over here in Florida. Right now it's freaking 30 degrees. It's cold.
Yeah, 30. And you on them estrogen pills don't help your problem, do they?
Yeah, Bill. Aren't you in Florida? It's freaking 30 degrees over here.
I'm looking right at it. 62.
Not here.
Right. Get out of the refrigerator. What 30 degrees? Where are you at? I mean, I know you're up by Gainesville, but is it that cold in Gainesville?
Yes. Hell yeah.
Then I'm not coming to see it.
Iguanas are falling out of the tree.
The wind even make it even worse than that. It's blowing hard.
Well,
hey, Jimbo Shark.
That old gal will have an easy time picking the iguanas up.
Oh, check this. I think he's a fucking liar. Oh,
hey, Jimbo Shark. How you doing, Mr. Gary Brunt Ariel? So,
61.
Look here, little buddy. Call me real quick. I need to get this over with. Come on, call me. Let's go.
I'm not calling you. I'm done with you. You know that stuff you pick up every day for a living?
Yeah.
Your worst pickup. That's where you're at right now in my book.
Well, check this out. You see this right here?
No, we can't because you're frozen up.
She don't think I am. That little thing right there love the hell out of me.
I know. I've got her phone number. We've been texting.
Oh, it is cold there. Gainesville, Florida, 39 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, no shit.
Hey, Grant. Jim. Hey, Jim. Whole show.
Hey, Grant.
Hey, how you doing, Grant? I'm right here where I am. Right now, Bill is even 8 degrees colder.
Well, today it went down to 33. That's nuts. I mean, it's way warmer here.
And it's supposed to be in the 20s, if I'm not mistaken, according to what the weather was saying.
Well, tomorrow you're going up to 57 for your high and 62. I'm looking right at it. So,
Where
yeah,
you
but
go
that's
ice
pretty
fishing.
chilly for
Hey, Gary.
Florida.
How you doing, Gary?
Of course, you're
Gary.
welcome, Gary. No problem, buddy.
Mr. Nemo.
Oh, Jim Bosher said that Uncle Bill is his second favorite uncle. That's right. He's not number one. He's number
Well,
two.
he's Uncle Extra Medium. Yeah.
Right.
Legwork.
Uncle Extra
Yeah.
Medium. Yep. Nothing funnier than Uncle Extra Medium. Yeah, tomorrow, Port St. Lucie, the high is 60. So eat it. I'm getting a phone call. I got to hold on. It's probably work.
All right, now, Chris, don't burn the damn house down.
I cut it back, man. It's getting I got a propane leak, I think. I smell I smell a little propane. If y'all see me fall over, somebody call my phone, wake me up so I can open the door and get some fresh air.
Hey, James, we're waiting for you. Come on in.
Mr. Gary. How is the baby now, Adrian? How old is the baby girl?
She's doing great, man.
How
right
old
now,
is? Would you fucking
she
listen?
is 4 months
How old is she?
She is 4 months old.
That's better. 4 months old, everybody. Okay, now how's she doing?
And she is being a brat. that little thing is being a brat. She lucky she only 4 months old. Cause I'm about ready to whoop some ass.
Yeah, I bet you are. I want that on YouTube when you do that.
It's always good to be honest about your children. When your children are being a pain in the ass, it's always good to say.
Steven,
Steven,
I got 3. I got a 15-year-old, 12-year-old, and a 4-month-old. The 15-year-old, he is the angel. That little dude, when he was on the bed, he could have easily had a full diaper or hungry. He won't even make a peep. I had to check on him to make sure he's still alive.
Yeah.
But my middle baby, the one that loved Chris Hope, and Matt and everybody else, that little thing is a hellraiser. But this one here is part 2.
I've had a long talk with your middle child on several occasions, and
no, you didn't, because I'm gonna whoop your ass.
It's working.
You keep saying that.
If she's pissing you off, then what we're talking about is working.
Hey, my PI dream, isn't that James?
Yep. Oh, he's having issues with his internet, I guess.
Go outside,
Filipino
twisting it to it, James, like we used to do when we was kids. You'll get your reception better.
Yeah, Jim Jordan, you're right. I am the spoiled dad. Anytime they smile at me and they give me loving, I melt like butter. You're right. That is true. Yeah, but when they mess up, I whoop some ass. They don't like.
Oh yeah. Adrian, he takes the belt off and gets them right there in front of Walmart. Whoop, whoop.
You damn right. I whoop some ass. Hey, how you doing, buddy? I'm the only one that acknowledged that you were in the chat, by the way. Art didn't even do it for you, James. Oh, Chris, nobody.
Yes, I did. Lon, have you been watching? Way back early in the show, I said, hello, James.
Cheers, James.
Still.
Cheers, James.
I'm number 1. You're number 2.
Oh, you number 1. You're liquid. I'm solid.
Adrian, I didn't know Hennessy came in blue.
Shoot.
No, this is actually Seagram. I'm drinking.
Oh.
Well, go get another one.
Oh, I'm about to, because I'm about to get lit in a minute.
I hope so. I can't wait. I can't wait to sit back and watch you get lit.
I'm going to get lit tonight because I'm in the mood of just getting lit, do this show, and go ahead and till tomorrow. Cause I'm taking my ass to fly tomorrow for sure. If it's not raining and it's nice, I'm flying for sure.
Whatever.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I'm going to start going live a lot, Chris Hope. I'm going live every day, Chris. One time, dude. One time I've seen you go live since we got you fixed up. One time.
Adrian is celebrating Art's birthday. I sure am. Because I couldn't join him last week. As a matter of fact, I didn't even do my damn stream last week.
That's right. That's why I had a shitload of people here.
Yeah, man.
Adrian, Art, I apologize. This is your show, not Adrian's show. So continue, young man.
Hey. In case a lot of you guys did not know, I had a death in the family, so it was hard.
Oh,
sorry, buddy. Very sorry.
And I don't know, it just happened an hour and a half before I was gonna go live. I was like, what is the coincidence? Like, what the heck is going on? You were just fine last week, and the next thing you know.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry about that, man.
It's like Bob Saget. I mean, look at him, you know.
Yeah.
It's Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill wants to know why he's backstage, Art.
He's backstage.
Oh, okay, he's
Adrian put him
finally. It's about time, Bill.
What the hell was that all about?
Was a damn phone call.
Work called. I had to help the girl. She didn't know what she talking about.
Okay.
Adrian, do you have a show?
Yes, in a little bit.
Do people show up for that? I'm just saying. I don't know. Were you on? Were you? Don't you go on tonight?
He's gonna try.
I go on tonight, Bill.
What time?
What time are you on?
No, I want you to present your show.
Bill.
Tell everybody. What time?
9 o'clock, Bill.
9 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna be there. Because
Hey,
I love you. You can be mean to me and you can talk trash and like that and all that, but I'll still always love you.
Yeah.
Dang, Chris Hope already said hi and hello. Well, thank you, Chris Hope.
I was number one tonight, but I won't get no recognition on your channel.
You damn right you are, but you're gonna be number 2 because I'm not gonna say nothing to you till I go live.
What time is it there for you, Adrian? What time is it now?
It's about to be 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay. So it's about to. Okay. All right. Okay.
So actually, I go on an hour. Because you're supposed to be getting off at 9 o'clock, but you be staying over, right?
Yeah, because you know James.
Yeah.
Then when he finishes the thought, he goes, and one thing, and it's like having Columbo
and by the way,
on my show. By the way, man, one more thing.
But anyway, Stephen, Art comes in at 7. I go at 9.
Okay, right. So you're on now in 10
Eastern
minutes.
time.
Okay. Yeah, because it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Sorry, it's 10 to 10 in the morning here now. So you are 11 hours.
Almost 11. So 9 to 11.
Holy cow!
14
Where are you
hours.
at, Stephen?
I'm in Taiwan.
Holy shit! Damn it,
It's
man!
morning over there.
It's morning here. I've been up since.
Good Lord!
I'm actually in quarantine at the moment. I'm in 14 days quarantine. So I'm on my last day of quarantine. I get out tomorrow and then I can start work.
For those of you in Texas, it's quarantine.
Did you buy razors now? Is that what's going on?
Quarantine.
Yeah, it's been a long 14 days.
Just let it go.
I've been on. I think I've been on every show. I've been on every live show. Everyone's invited me on every live show, keeping me sane. Just keeping me up here. Because I can't go out. I can't do anything. So my social life has been YouTube. I'm joking.
Well, that's totally normal.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what's funny. When I first saw you online, talking and live and like that, I couldn't understand a damn thing you were saying. Now, every word. So you've been on long enough that I'm with you. I'm with you, brother. I can understand everything you're saying.
You're adjusting.
Is that Scottish? Is that Scottish, Stephen?
Yeah.
I used to work with a guy from Scotland, and I'm gonna tell you right now, man, he was a magnet to women. over here in Texas loved his accent.
Yeah.
He could walk into a bar and britches would start falling off.
It's true. It's true. I don't understand it. I don't understand because
All he got to do is, I'm giving her all she's got, Captain. And the pants just poof, disappear.
It's just
Ken always
it's different. You know what, Chris? Up north, you come in talking with your accent, same thing. Same thing.
Now, thing about it, I've been up north a couple of times, and they know when I call to make an order, all I got to do is walk in and say hello. Oh, that's the guy. He made an order.
Well, it's exotic. You know, it's like.
But I'll never forget his name. His name was Ian, Stephen.
Okay, Ian. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Ian. And my God, when he'd get down on that smack in a beer joint,
yeah,
girls would come from across the bar. They could just barely hear something, and here they come.
It's true, and I don't understand why.
He had his game, man.
It's actually even worse if you wear the kilt. So if I wear a kilt, that's it. It's over.
You go commando, right? When you wear your kilt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it got to a point that I couldn't walk down the street. So if I'm wearing the kilt and I'm going somewhere, I need to take a taxi. I can't walk the street because you'll just get attacked.
Oh my God!
All I can say is lucky Steve.
Hey, let's get that tranny over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not even listening. I'm not feeding into this at all anymore. It's like New York accents. It's very sexy.
Clint Eastwood. Go ahead, Punk. Make my day. Yeah, he had a great one, Jim. Clint Eastwood's a hell of a cowboy. There ain't no doubt about it.
He is. I can listen to Chris Hope talk all day.
Yeah, you do have a good accent, Chris.
I appreciate it. Well, it don't get me what you get, but it works.
Well, I don't know, honey. I did, No, that's not true. Like I said, it depends on where you go. If you went overseas, people would like that. I mean, I don't. I mean, when I drink a little bit, my old New York accent kind of comes back, and I don't remember it ever helping me at all. Never. No, not that
I can actually hear your New York accent, Bill.
Oh, it's horrible. I mean, it's great.
Yeah,
I can hear it too.
Just a little bit. Maybe you have to drink number 3.
That's why I was a bit confused because you were saying that you were actually in Florida, and I was a bit confused because I could hear the New York in there.
Oh, half the people down here are from New York and New Jersey, and it's getting even more all the time.
Even more. So I get it, man.
Yeah.
So Art, thank you for having me, Stephen. Fly by guy, you're more than welcome if you want to come to my stream.
Okay, Adrian, can you put a link? Can you put a link into the
See you
chat?
later.
Take care, Adrian. Love you, buddy.
What was that, Stephen?
Thank you. Can you put a link into the chat for your show?
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I could do that.
Excellent. Cheers. Thank you.
That's the name of the channel, Adrian Mateo.
Everybody in the chat, I'll see you later.
Hey, Brian, thank you very much. I wish I could play a sound effect, but it just doesn't. But, I can hear it, and I like the sound of my own sound
There
effect.
you go.
Thank you very much. $20.
Oh, Brian.
Wow.
Good to see you, Brian.
Very nice. Chris,
I could buy another frame, from Banggood.
Do what, Bill?
Did we piss Adrian off a little bit?
I hope so. I hope he's so mad. And Stephen, I can't wait. I hope he puts it in his chat because I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to go over and see if I can piss him off some more.
I know you guys have this little thing going back and forth, but I don't know how did I get into that? I don't understand. I've been nothing but a gentleman to that man.
Well, y'all have actually got to hug each other. I haven't never met Adrian except on YouTube.
I'm not sure that I've met him, to be honest.
Y'all might have bumped.
He was at the.
Did you go to South Florida?
Yeah.
I was there, but I don't remember meeting Adrian, to be honest with you.
Well, you would have had to look down.
That's probably the problem.
Adrian was the only one wearing a mask.
There was somebody, I think there was somebody with him that came down
Yep.
with him, and I met that guy because he said he talked about him, but I didn't know him. I didn't know anybody because I was brand new to the whole thing, So, I mean, you
What's up,
guys could
Doc?
all tell me you were there, and I would believe you because I know Art, you were there. I spoke to you. I remember that. Chris, you leaving?
Stephanie, good to see you.
Oh, you're saying
In a
goodbye.
long time.
No, I was saying hello, Doc Murdoch. Doc Murdoch's in chat.
Oh, how you
Oh,
doing?
hey, Chris.
Another
Good to
Chris.
see you. Did you get the house all finished? Good to see you.
That's funny.
Hey,
Doc
Zeb,
was there, and I don't remember
actually,
meeting
I
him
seen
either.
Lloyd. I seen Lloyd in a chat. I think yesterday, maybe the day before. It sounded like he was doing okay, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I talked to him before the show. He's not quite 100%, so that's why he's not in tonight. And hopefully he'll be able to do my Sunday show, my conservative talk radio.
Oh, Jim Beauchart's in. Did you say hi to Jim?
Yeah, I said hi
Jim?
to him a long time ago.
You're
Jim,
welcome.
we've been
I
for a
didn't-
while.
Yes.
I was probably on the phone. Well, he, he's my co-host on Sunday night now. I sent an invite out to you this past Sunday. You didn't respond.
No, because I think I had been. What was? Oh, I know. I had a whole bunch of stuff. I
You
sorry.
were drunk. Don't even tell me. It was your birthday. You were drinking. Totally understandable.
Who's your co-host, Bill?
What's that?
Okay, Adrian's now on now.
Jim
He's now
Beauchart's
on.
been my co-host.
No,
Oh, that's right. That's right. I apologize. I seen that a couple weeks ago. Your show kind of on Sundays kind of throws me off a little bit.
Yeah, and it's late, and I understand that. So
Yeah.
you gotta really have nothing better to do.
I
Hey,
apologize.
Mudball, good to see you.
I
Trying
need
to get ready for the Monday, man. Starting about 8:00 on Sundays.
I mean, I'd
that's
like to
about-
bring it a little earlier, like 9:00. But then sometimes I'm going up against some guys that have 9:00 Sunday shows.
Yeah.
So what? I should do it anyway, right?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I could talk to myself for an hour. What am I hearing?
I hear a voice
Yeah,
in the
what am I
background.
here?
Oh, it's I just actually put on Adrian's show, so he's on there now. So
Oh, okay.
I just put
I don't want to hear him twice, man. Mute that thing.
Yeah. So he's on. So I just put it on just so he's got the numbers, just so he's got the, the like and all the rest of it, So it's all good.
Adrian, all in all, is a good young man. I enjoy visiting with him. Me and him have hit it off, and that's why we give each other so much. like two peas in a pod. He's the black part, and I'm the white part of a black-eyed pea.
So, Steven, you're going to come to the South Florida meetup in Port St. Lucie?
I was hoping to do that. It's happening in April, isn't it? It's April.
Yep.
Isn't it?
April 2nd.
Yeah. I'm actually going to try and come. I finish up here.
Wow.
I finish up here 1st of March, so I'll be home. I'll be home just after 1st of March, maybe 2nd, 3rd of March.
Home back to Finland?
I'll go back to Finland and then I'll see how things are there with the old Omicron and all the rest of it. I've got my 3 vaccinations, so I'm good. Yep. I do have a visa to travel to the US. I just need the permission if they are still given the permission to fly. And I was thinking about coming over because Ray has been asking me to come over as well. So
that'd be great.
Everyone's asking me to come over. So
that'd...
I really want to come over. I really do want to come over because I would love to come and meet everyone for a start. I want to come and meet everyone.
Good night, Jim.
I've been doing this for a year and a half or something and just meeting everyone online and stuff. It's about time we said hello, physically, So so I am trying to come over. Yeah, I'm going to do my damnedest because I need to have a holiday, as well because when I finish up here, I need to have some time. So let's see. I'll try to figure something out, and hopefully hopefully there's nothing stopping me coming over in terms of let's say regulations because of the pandemic, let's say. But if everything goes okay and everything's fine, I'll do my best to come over.
Okay, that was a long
Oh,
answer.
Chris says, wait until you meet Kai.
That'd be great.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got to meet Kai for the first time at the Spin Up. He's quite a person. He's like 7 foot tall, and I'm only 4'6". I'm like, what the hell?
It's amazing how tall some of these guys are. Like Chris Hope's like, what are you, 6'4"?
6'3".
6'3".
And,
He's like
and
an
when I stood up to Kai, it's a whole nother nearly a fucking foot. He's 7'1".
Wow.
He's a gentle German.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Oh, very nice man. Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was tall. 6'2" is nothing anymore. The drone, there was a lot of tall guys, you know. Is that why we like drones? Because we could.
Because you want to get a bit higher. When I was over in London, beginning of October, I went to DroneX, which was a big drone event there, and I met up with Sean from Geeksvana, and I met up with Ian from London as well, and then also Andrew, and it was really bizarre because we've spent so much time chatting online and doing the shows, and then when we met up for the first time, it was literally like we had actually, it wasn't like we had first met. It was like that, And
Yeah,
I had
never-
one other guy. I had one other guy with me from Finland who has got a robotics company, and when Andrew came in from Curtis Space Drones, the first time I met the guy, the first time I actually laid eyes on him for the first, and he came in, he sat down, and we were just ordering drinks and stuff, and we started talking like we had never, like we had met just yesterday, kind of thing. And my friend said to me, he said, where did you last see Andrew? I said, I've never met him before. This is the first time we've ever met.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre, this kind of community and what we have and how much we have in common, in a sense that even when you meet up, it's not like, oh, that person's not what I thought, because we do have the same passion, and when we talk, we do talk, let's say, openly and honestly about things. So, when you meet, then it's really
It's
bizarre.
like when Chris met me, he said, boy, you are a short little fucker.
No, I got one better for you. Chris didn't recognize me.
I did not recognize Bill. I was just thinking of that, Bill. We was there at Kelly's deal down there in Austin at the little get together,
and you see how recognizable Mr. Hope is. And he put his hand on you. I'm with Chris Hope. I said, yeah, Chris, I know. I'm Uncle Bill. I go,
I'm Bill Rowan.
What did you say? Something about I'm a lot fatter in person or something like that?
Yes, a lot heavier and a lot shorter than I thought you were. I kind of had you up on I had you up on a pedestal.
I am 6'2", I look shorter because I'm 300 pounds, but yeah.
I still felt bad because I didn't. Your voice didn't sound as New Yorkie as it does right now.
Oh, New Yorkie? Sounds like a little dog.
New Yorkie.
What's up, James?
Baby.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Steve.
And James over. You're from the Carolinas, right?
I'm from South Carolina.
See, he done moved down there and got some Philippines in him, and he don't even recognize him anymore.
Yeah. Hey guys, how's everybody? I didn't know if I was gonna be able to get in today. There was some weird stuff going on with my internet provider. It's one of those kind of things where I'm right here in the Philippines and I'm trying to connect the Philippine sites. It won't let me connect, but if I connect to my VPN back at our house in Charleston and come right back to the Philippines, I can get into those sites. So I don't know. There's something weird going on.
It's working. You're truly.
I'm not choppy or.
No, you're fine.
No, you're fine.
Well, sorry, you're in the same time zone as me. I'm in Taiwan.
In Taiwan. How's your internet connection there, man?
It's good. I'm actually using a hotspot, so I have a 4G SIM card that I'm using, so it's fine. Good, all good.
Well,
at least you're not crashing all the planes with the 5G.
Yeah. Your accent doesn't sound anything like Taiwanese, there, Steve.
No, I'm only I'm only here for work, so I'm here working just now. So, well, I'm actually still in quarantine, but I get out tomorrow. So I've had 14 days quarantine in a
Oh,
hotel.
so you don't live there? You don't have a residence there. You're just
No,
here
no,
on
no, no,
business
no.
there. Oh,
No.
okay.
He actually
I'm here-
lives in Finland, James.
Yeah, I live in Finland, but I'm Scottish.
Really?
You know, so yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's closer to home.
Yeah.
The 14 days, that's a lot. Doesn't look like they've cut back on their length of time. Here they cut back from 14 days, and I think it's 8 days now. They've gotten it about half.
Yeah, I was in Indonesia a few months ago, and it was I think it was 7 days quarantine, and then just before we got there, they cut it to 5 days, so which gave us kind of 2 extra days in Jakarta. Before we went out to Papua afterwards. So yeah, it's funny to do these these quarantines, because like in Indonesia, it was all open. You could get room service, you could get beer, but here you can't. The food is just like the food's what you get, and that's it, and it's really bad.
Really?
Yeah, it's really bad. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's not the best actually. I've been here before. I know what the food's like. The food's great here, but the food we're getting in the hotel,
Where you're getting
bad.
Is that like an accredited? The government says there are only specific hotels that you have to stay in because they monitor the movement. Yeah, that's what they do here in the Philippines too.
Yeah,
there are specific hotels. It has to be on their list of hotels, and they monitor everything before they release you. Same thing.
I get phone calls. I get text messages from the government every day. Checking my health.
Speaking of that, I'm really happy. I just hit a milestone. We went 2 days, and I got the booster shot. And I just got the booster, and I actually got because the first 2 that I got, you have to get what's available. You get a notice from the city that says show up at this time at this location, and the first 2 that I got, I'm like, I'm hoping it's like Moderna, Pfizer. I'm hoping because they're available, all that's available. And I go down there, my first 2 shots, shot number 1 and shot number 2 were Sinovac. so I got the Chinese shots, but I mean, I haven't caught it. We're pretty.
But were you hungry?
I was hungry after I got my shot. I was.
Did you feel like you needed a booster an hour later?
Well, you know what? I got my booster just before Christmas, which then I could sit with the big people at dinner.
So we got the boosters. Actually, it was us, it was me and my wife, and our Canadian friends who was directly across the street from us. We all went together, and what they had available for that day was the Pfizer. So we got the Pfizer booster. So we got. Everything that I've been reading about mixing and matching, the cocktail thing that you have. Actually, there's a lot of good data out there that suggests that if you have the traditional, which is what the Sinovac is, it's a dead virus that they like when you got the flu shot.
Yeah.
But if you combine that with the synthetic version, if you do it. If you do it with the synthetic, whether it be, I think Moderna shows the best results.
Okay.
Goddamn, Lord, I couldn't get on it fast enough. I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, thank you for,
that shit pisses me off. There's no time for that.
Yeah, we got some trolls here.
I thought Chris
not
was
the
pissed
usual
at me.
Ruskies that dropped some tag in there, but we got some racist assholes.
Oh, did you get the troll again?
Yeah. Got one.
That's crazy. Yeah. So, but yeah, so I got 2 days ago. I got my booster, so I'm 100%. I think normally it takes about 30 days or something like that for you to be fully get all the effects from it. So, and it's not a big deal for us because we don't really travel that much here. We're kind of stuck here in the backyard of that. Here and we stay here. We don't really meet too many people.
But the thing is here in Taiwan is that the numbers are really low. They are super low, right? I mean, if you look at the CDC and you look at the numbers, they are minute, right? But you see how they behave here. It's like a kind of bio weapon has went off in the country, right? So it's just incredible. And and the numbers are rising again, but they're still minute compared to, the US or whatever it is. It's just minute.
Does Taiwan still fall under full control of China, of mainland China?
I don't think so. I'm not sure. I don't
Because
think
I think anything that has to do with China, their control of the people, the government's control over the people is so strict, and their penalties are so strict for anybody that they find that is not conforming to whatever the protocol is. You see them dragging people. I mean,
it's not like that. It isn't like that. No.
Yeah, but their numbers have really gone down really low. At least what they're, I don't want to be political, but at least what they're reporting, stuff that they're reporting.
Yeah.
Who knows? But their numbers have gone down, and it's been effective for what they've been doing. So.
It's been very effective, but even with this new variant, it's as I say, it's slightly going up, but it's nothing to what we are experiencing in the West. It's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. I have the 14 days now, which I'm ending, and then tomorrow we go into another hotel, which is not quarantine, but it's called health management. Right? It's called health management, which means that we can freely go about, but we're still monitored. So it's 14 plus 7, and this is still a government type hotel, even though it's a Holiday Inn, but it's actually government run for this. And then after my 7 days in this next hotel, I can then go to any hotel, and I've booked another hotel.
So the plus seven, you have to do self quarantine. Is that what that is?
No. It's health management.
Health management.
Self-health management.
Well, I don't know, except for Chris, because Chris, your wife's Filipino, right? She's Filipino.
Oh man,
Bill.
Mine's born in Odessa, Texas.
Bill, your wife. That's right. Bill, your wife's Filipino. So probably everybody here, except for Bill, is probably not aware of what's going on here in the Philippines. But they're Duterte, Duterte kind of rules. You see his motto is him with the stiff fist and all that he has inside there. But he's putting some really severe penalties for anybody found violent. As a matter of fact, right now what he's doing, they're going into the back of jeepneys. They have people that are monitoring, going inside and asking people for their health card, because you have to have a vaccine certificate. Like ours shows vaccine number 1, date, the batch that it came through, vaccine 1, vaccine 2, and the booster. And that comes from your city. The city provides you with those cards. But they're going in now, and he's making all these accusations. He's making the accusations up to the point where he's saying that if you are not complying with getting the vaccine, if you're an anti-vaxxer kind of a person, they're going to put you in jail. And it's the rules. The rules are different between the U.S. and Canada and Scotland than they are inside places that are like this. They can actually enforce things like that over here. Whether it's good or bad, it depends on your view on how this thing should be handled. But
the rules
that's
here
what they're
differ from state to state. In DC, you need to have your booster and carry your ID with you just to go into a restaurant or a grocery. Well, no, not grocery stores. They just clarified that you can go into grocery stores. So which makes no sense. I mean, if you're going to have a rule, you have a rule, but the rule is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and in Florida, we just do whatever we want.
Yeah, I find even here in the Philippines, similar to what you're experiencing back in the U.S., that it all depends. It seems like a lot of people are going through the motions. There are motions that you're supposed to have all these different things that you're supposed to be doing, but a lot of them, there's no common sense on certain things that are being done. Like you can go to the mall, you can sit down in a restaurant and stuff like that. You're supposed to have the mask, but when you're going inside the restaurants right now, and they're not really enforcing the physical separation between people like they were doing earlier. So you got people going into the restaurants, they're pulling off all their masks, and everybody's sitting around.
Because none of it works. It makes no sense.
Yeah,
watch this. I'm breathing. Okay, this will fill my room in like no time flat. So your breath fills a huge area. And if anybody wants to know what that looks like, then watch any idiot like me that vapes, and you can see how far your breath goes, and with the little water drop.
And they've shown those studies before exactly what you did just there, Bill. They show the same thing, with all these tests and things like that, with somebody breathing and how, and it because everything's like a safe distance that they're calling 1 meter, like 1 yard, 1 meter is your safe distance. But you can see, especially if the wind's blowing, all that vapor you have will go like 5 meters away from you. It can effectively infect somebody at that range or something like that. So, the only thing is you have to do, you just have to use your own common sense and do what you think is right to keep yourself safe. And I think the biggest thing, as long as people get the vaccines is the most important thing right there. Because that's your survivability more than anything else.
Yeah. We live in a great time, don't we? Well, he's gone now. He was in Taiwan. You're in the Philippines, Texas, Colorado, Florida, and we're all just sitting here talking about world events casually, like nothing. I just love this. But that being said, I'm going to take off. Art, I appreciate you.
Me too, Art.
Yeah, you guys have been going long today.
I'm ready to close this bad boy down.
I'm gonna go over and see if I can piss Adrian off a little more.
There you go. Good job.
I was definitely thinking about that, Chris.
It's like it's like wrestling. You guys are like tag teaming back and forth with each other. I like that.
He just attacked us the second he came in. I don't know.
Y'all have a good evening, guys. Have fun tonight. Art.
Take care, Chris. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
So Art, we're done. Oh, what happened? Did we lose both of them?
Yeah, Bill had to go, and
okay.
And Stephen, he just stepped away. I don't know if he'll come back, but yeah, right after this, I'm gonna grab some pot roast that I've been cooking all day, and then I'm going to a club and listen to one of my favorite live bands.
Which is what's the name? I probably somebody
Project
don't know.
X.
Project X.
Yep. Formerly known as Psycho X.
Hey, they let you bring your camera? Can you bring your camera in there and record any of that kind of stuff? They let you do
that? The problem is, if I put it on YouTube, I may get a strike.
Well, you won't get. Okay. Actually, they don't do the strikes anymore. You just share the monetization of that particular if you use, and it depends on how many songs you were to cover. But if you only went in there and covered one, or if you went inside and you actually you don't just do the video with talking over the background with showing it with no audio on there, just to show where you went there and kind of show what the scene is like there. You could do that, and you would get no copyright observations at all on that. So you should do that, so we can kind of see what the music scene is like in your area. That would be cool.
Yeah, I wish you would have told me that hours ago. I could have charged up one of my cameras and
well, maybe you can do it if you charge it for like 30 minutes, because you only need like 1 minute. You need 1 minute or less.
Well, you know what? I could bring my Osmo Pocket. That one lasts
bring your
forever.
phone. You're gonna have your phone, right?
Yeah,
your
my phone.
And just do that. And just let us see it. I'm sure everybody's curious.
Alrighty. Well, there's Stephen. Hey, Stephen, we're going to be shutting this down pretty soon here.
No problem. Hey, listen, it was really good to see you all.
Well, thanks for coming in and giving us some perspective from Taiwan. I caught you on, I think it was on Coast to Coast Drones. And hey, I gotta have that guy on the show.
Well, I heard you say earlier about Lloyd. I was hoping Lloyd, but I think Lloyd's still down under the weather right now.
Yes, he is.
I went to his channel. He's on like Monday night or something like that. Tuesday morning our time.
That would be Tuesday morning for you.
I was looking for, because I haven't been watching the show or been on his channel at all. So I actually said I'm going to do that. Because he mentioned something in the last episode or something like that about when his show and all. So actually, I came in, I was all excited, and I got there, and then it shows he did a pre video that he uploaded, and I got to tell you, he looked like death warmed under, man. Oh, he looked I felt so bad for him, and I know his wife Judy. I know she's going through stuff as well. So I hope my prayers go out to him and his wife, and hope they get better really quick and get back into the scene of things. I really like Lloyd. He's a fun guy. Yeah, so I'll try to catch him the next time he does a live stream too. I'll try to catch on his show.
Hopefully, he'll be able to co-host my other channel tomorrow. I'll be at 1 p.m. here. It would be something like 4 a.m. in the Philippines.
Okay.
That'd be a
4
bit
a.m.
early.
Oh,
Yep.
You're that much earlier? What time?
Yeah.
So that's got to be like what about like
1
o'clock
p.m.
in the
here.
afternoon? What 1 p.m.
In the afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not even worth trolling you on that one.
What time is it where you are, James? What time is it?
What's that?
What time is it where you are? What time is it?
Right now it's 10:25.
Ah, so it's the same time.
AM.
Same time zone, yeah. Same time zone.
But I got to tell you, Art, I am so glad to be done with the Pavilion project. I am just so glad to close it out. Although we're going to do a cost. How much did it cost? We're going to break down every one of the components in here so people can, if they're interested in getting the component. I don't get any kickback from anything because it's from everywhere. It's from Amazon.com in the U.S. It's from Lazada here. It's from Alibaba. It's from AliExpress. It's from Wilcon down the street, the hardware store down the street. So, but a lot of people are interested in all the components inside here. So we'll do one more. I don't even know what I paid for this project. I have no idea even. I didn't set a budget at the beginning. It's one of those kind of things where I'm like, if I run out of money, then I'll stop. But I know I had the initial amount to get started with. And I got to tell you, I was really lucky to meet up with Romeo from Caribbean Construction directly across the street, who's doing the build of our Canadian friends. Because the fact that he was right there across the street, and he's a really good friend of us. He's like family. He's like family, and everybody does. I don't know the Tagalog. I need to write this down. Is a Tagalog phrase that they have over here for "you help me, I help you" kind of a thing, and he's helped me out immensely, tremendously with this project because I didn't do any of the concrete stuff. You know, half of this is concrete, half of this is woodwork. So he really helped out with his team, and I gotta give him so many thanks for that. I really owe, on the balance of things, I really owe him a lot for the help that he's done over here. And we'll do that. We'll break that down, what I actually paid for this, probably in the next episode.
Sounds great. All right, guys, I gotta shut this bad boy down. And everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. Mudball, Johnny, Robbie, and Legwork. Good to see you. And Sergio. And all right, so we had a good crowd tonight. We did hit 40 people just briefly, but
cool.
Got a lot of super chats, which is nice.
Well, you notice something I noticed, I observed, because we didn't do waffles this morning. We actually, when we went to go get our vaccines, we stopped by Clyde's, you know, my favorite pastry shop in the mall, and we had Clyde's this morning because we stocked up while we were out there. But what I noticed, it was early. It was real easy I didn't have to cook, so we came out to the pavilion here, put you up on the big screen, and I was looking at the numbers, and even I think 15 minutes before your stream actually started, you had 11 people just sitting, 15 people. I don't know. You had a lot of people that were just waiting, anticipating your show today. So that's a really good sign when you have people show so much interest like that. And I think it's because most of the people here, they're like part of this is like a family. It's like everybody's like part of the family here.
It is.
Kudos on that, man. You're doing good.
All right, so let's shut this bad boy down. Let me hit end.